We're doing something different today. We're doing a tier list. Because we hate ourselves and we just want to make everybody else hate us.
Yeah.
So, here's the people. I'm Soul, you know who I am, so I'm not gonna bother introducing myself. Gallery, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Unknown Gallery. I enjoy playing Klee and Lisa. Obviously, the two most UZ tier list characters. It's gonna be on that tier list.
Alright, so that one's full of shit. Alright, Bram, your turn.
Hello, I am Bramestorm. I am the resident meme menace. I unfortunately do browse Reddit once in a while, however, I am not like other Reddit users.
We can tell by your voice. Alright, Ghosty, your turn.
I'm just a guy. I'm Ghosty.
Here's our resident casual. So, here's what we did. We have Bram, who keeps up with the meta actively. We have Gallery, who is a functioning member of society. So, but he also still plays Genshin pretty regularly. He spends money. We have me, the content creator, and we have a casual. So we have a person from every perspective, and we're going to make a tier list and all argue with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I keep up with it that frequently, but I do watch some theory crafting videos.
I mean, it's a bit skewed. I'm casual enough, but I also occasionally look up stuff. That's basically it.
We should probably go over like what the basis we're basing each character on first before we start. So like people's like personal opinions don't get
yeah. So this is a meta, quote unquote. It's not really a meta tier list. It's more like we are ranking the characters based off who we think is the best. However, it's not really a meta tier list. Like there's some characters in this game who are like the best driver, like Tartaglias, for example. Like I think all of us know that on paper he is the best character in the game, like in terms of like driving, but none of us, you wouldn't catch any of us dead saying he's the best character in the game. So while we are basing the characters based off how good we think they are, that's pretty much it. It's not meta, it's how good we think they are. So, pretty
I guess another example is like Zhongli, like if he's technically a DPS loss on Hu Tao Double Hydro if you don't run Xiangling, but like it's also a lot less comfortable to not run him because Hu Tao sacrifices her HP.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, somebody said this should be the gay tier list. No.
Nah.
All right, so I think we're gonna start with some easy ones. Aloy.
Clearly.
All right, moving on.
We don't have nothing.
Wait, who did you just put in D tier?
Aloy.
It's Aloy.
Is that a character?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think she's from this game that came out around March of 2017. I think it was called Breath of the Wild.
Isn't that the game? Isn't that the game that got overshadowed by Elden Ring?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
All right. I'm gonna pop a cold one real quick. I'm definitely gonna need some
I
alcohol.
haven't played the second one at least.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking crack one of these open and there we go.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Cheers, buddy.
I'm drinking too, just not alcohol, unfortunately.
I might as well get a can of something out here.
Yeah.
This is
We're gonna need
I'm
it.
not drinking. I'm not drinking during a fucking tier list.
Somebody said, "Is that dad in PC?"
How would I be able to convince you all that Eula deserves to be above everyone else?
God damn it! It never escapes me, so.
Alright, I think that's an easy one. Aloy, fucking trash tier. D tier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We didn't explain the ranks. We probably should have done that earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, but like, let's be honest. Did anyone give a shit where Aloy was?
Yeah, so in my opinion, Genshin, no, nobody gives a damn. Like, I'm sorry to offend all three Aloy mains out there, but...
Yeah, because like there are other characters that are iffy, like Eula and Dia. They have very dedicated user bases, but like Aloy, like you'll never see anyone go to bat for her.
Never. Literally never. Okay, so we have Aloy, D tier, obviously. So the power list goes, D tier is like trash, like if you use this, you just have mental problems. We have C tier, we're like, yeah, you still have mental problems, but they're not as crucial on your life. B tier is, they're okay, they're still kind of bad, most people don't use them. A is like usable, but not incredible. S is usable, and they will probably be able to 36-star Abyss. S is they'll 36-star Abyss and do it pretty easily. SSS is like pretty much just, oh yeah, they're really good. And UZ is like the best of the best of the best. So we have like literally god tier, these guys are really good, these guys are kind of good, these guys are good, these guys are okay, these guys are bad, these guys are cancer, these guys are space cancer. That's pretty much the list in order.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna go. So I think we should do another obvious one while we're here. Nahida. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only downside I
She
can
do
think
be
of
an Archon.
the only downside I
does-
can think of Nahida is that she kind of feels crap against multiple ways because she has to reapply her shit. But her cooldown is so short anyway, and like a lot of people probably run her with sack frags.
Yeah, and not only that, but like Dendro has like just cock stomped the meta for the longest time now. So like just the fact that the Dendro Archon is obviously gonna be in there. I'm assuming nobody disagrees with that.
No.
I struggle to think of a single Dendro team where Nahida's actually bad, or where you want anyone else.
A mono Dendro team.
Ah yes, Mono Dendro, my favorite team.
Wait,
But, I mean,
people play-
she's certainly got all right.
All right,
The
what's
only
another
instance I can
really
think
good one?
of-
Bennett. Where's Bennett?
Bennett, yeah,
I would argue that
Yeah,
he's probably one of the best characters in the game.
one of the most universal support.
I think
mean,
he's
just
probably.
like
I
with
think I'd
AD.
probably rank him better than Nahida.
I think Bennett does have more. team
Bennett's just
comps than
universal,
Nahida.
so-
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think that there are plenty of teams. There's a lot more teams now since Dendro's a thing where where Bennett isn't as vital, but like he's still really fucking good.
Is he though? I don't think he is.
So why'd you put
Oh
him
yeah,
there?
I'm gonna need some burning comp here. You have to go over here, Bennett.
We need some burning comp.
Well, I mean, there is Ganyu Burn Melt, which uses him.
Yeah, but those people are coping. I guess yeah, that's a good one we can talk about too. We can use that transition. Somebody said in chat that C0 Bennett sucks. I mean, yeah, he does suck, but I think we can all agree that we'll consider 4 stars C6 and 5 stars C0.
What about Lisa, Amber, and Kai? Are we considering them like C2 or something?
C2 probably, yeah.
That's like realistic average.
You want to rank
Jesus
them
Christ.
now then, in that case?
I see Jim and Jim and fucking in the chat throwing a temper tantrum that we put Bennett in UZ without his premier teammate Child. That's a good one. Let's talk about Child.
He is certainly a character, all right. The
Yeah.
epitome of a character
Yeah.
who is technically meta, but definitely doesn't feel like it.
Yeah. So I'm putting Child in SS tier. Y'all.
I think the child feels kind of outdated because he doesn't really use HP like a lot of other Hydro characters these days, but like he's still pretty strong.
Well, you need to understand that
really
Hydro
good driver.
Hydro had an identity crisis, bro. You have to understand.
Yeah, like fucking Hydro Resonance was increased healing. What the fuck were they thinking?
All right. What about G? What do you think? What do you think, Ghosty and Gallery?
What do I think? Well, I think he's just a very nice and easy driver. You know, numbers go, what the f...
Yeah, I could have said it better myself.
What?
Ah, fuck. I have to restart my PC. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Well, he's gone. Well, Bram, I need you to kidnap him and drag him back in when he joins General. Because we're not... Yeah, so Ghosty, I guess when you get back, just join General Chat and he'll
Yeah.
kidnap you.
Fucking Tartaglia just heard you shit talk. He's like, yeah, he's definitely a driver, all right.
Yeah.
I didn't hear triple S tier, Ghosty. Click.
You know, if we're
Fucking
putting
bullshit.
Child and Bennett on the tier list, should we just go ahead and put Xiangling and Kazuha?
No.
just
I want to
finish
explain
it?
why I'm putting Child in SS tier. Because, like, Child is one of those characters that, like, I understand that theoretically on paper, he's the best driver in the game. However, he doesn't feel like it. He feels bad to use. The investment that you need to get him to that point is retarded. Oh, can I not say that? It's
Yeah,
insane. It's too bad. It's too much. it's ridiculous. You need a
Does it
lot of
justify the
investment to get him to
might get
that
on your
point.
ass for that.
Yeah, we just get demonetized for that one. Oh, there goes the money. the hearts in the chat
Alex
stop.
Jones would be proud of you.
Yeah,
Basically, I'm kind of retarded.
basically, guys. Yeah, somebody play the Alex Jones clip.
Yeah. But yeah, literally what you said. That's my opinion of Tartaglia.
Yeah,
Technically, he is meta, but he definitely doesn't feel like it.
He doesn't feel like it. He feels like crap to play. His cooldowns are awful to work around. The whole chat spamming canceled. Y'all, fuck all y'all. I don't care.
We've got 4 characters in. They're already like cancel. So
I'm so done with you, kid. I'm posting this to Twitter. All right.
oh god. All right, next one. So
Who next?
oh, I got it. Thomas the tank engine.
Toma, you mean?
Yeah, that guy. The burning specialist, apparently.
I'd say
People
S
like
tier.
it.
Like, yeah, Burgeon is he's the only Burgeon character in the game.
But he's not even designed for it. He just so happens to work with it because of his ICDs.
Yeah, so
mean,
I think
Dia
Burgeon.
can technically work with Burgeon, but nowhere. I mean, if you have Tome at C6, there's no reason to use her for Burgeon.
Somebody in chat just said, "Don't say the R slur unless you're autistic." You have any comment on that one, Brad?
Checkmate, bitch. I am.
Got him!
And I gave them all the pass just now.
Response.
Like a Brev's like, checkmate, bitch. All right,
Holy
so I think
shit,
Toma,
okay.
this is gonna take like 6 hours. we're
Worth it.
like, how far are we in at this point? Jesus, we're like 20 minutes in. We've only
Hell yeah, let's keep going. Anyways, yeah, Toma.
Toma, I think, okay, so my opinion on Toma is like, I think Hyper Bloom is probably one of the best reactions in the game right now.
I agree.
But
It's like the best.
I think that Burgeon is just worse Hyper Bloom. Because
It's like great value.
it's hard.
Hyperbloom.
It's like buying the name brand food, and it's like, oh, it's really good for you, and then you buy the off-brand food, and like, yeah, it's still pretty good, but it kills you because it's got all that cheap additives in it. That's like what Burgeon is. Like Hyper Bloom, yeah, it does the same damage, but like one kills you, one doesn't. So.
That's also kind of where Toma comes in that helps him with Burgeon, is that he also has a shield that can kind of soak up damage that refreshes during his burst.
Yeah, but like the shield doesn't do anything, especially in like the modern Abyss where you're just getting like mollywopped by those big old boys. You know, let's go back.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
I'm here apparently, but I'm still not even logged into my PC. It's just
Nice.
We'll get you there, buddy.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah,
let
Toma,
me
Tartaglia heard you
log
talking
in.
shit, bro.
My only take on Toma is he is like the Burgeon specialist, quote unquote, but he wasn't even designed for that. He was designed to have HP stacking to be a pyro shield.
Yeah, so
with
here's
that in
my
mind.
thing. So
Who
like
also has attack
on this
percentage
tier
as
list,
a
A
stat.
tier is like usable. S tier is like okay in Abyss. Like I think he's okay in Abyss. I would prefer the stuff above it, but I would take him into Abyss and I would be confident that I can get 36 stars with the Burgeon team. I just wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of situations where there's just so many enemies that Burgeon is actually worth using. Granted, Nilu Bloom also exists and is probably better, but...
And that's a
don't have
great
her,
segue.
Burgeon
Where's
works.
Nilu? Nilu.
The
Where the fuck is
redhead.
he?
The two, one of the two redheads in the game to the right. Right.
There we go.
I mean, Rosaria's right there.
I think I'm only putting her there because I know what's gonna come later. I don't think Nilu Bloom is that good. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's.
I have seen it firsthand. Now, to be fair, when I've seen it from my whale friend, who his
That's
whale
the
team-
thing though. Nilu Bloom is only really good if you whale. If you have C2 Nahida, it's overpowered.
Yeah, C2 Nahida. It's
But if you
insane.
don't have C2 Nahida, it's not great.
Yeah,
I mean, I can
I
still
It
agree.
clear
feels
Abyss at
bad to
least.
play.
It's okay, but it's not that great unless you have constellations on your 5 stars and like just
Yeah,
your team in general.
But that's the thing. We're not doing this based off if they have constellations on their 5
yeah, we're
star
doing
or not.
C0 across the board. Yeah, fucking. I mean, she's not bad.
She's
but
not bad. No, she's
that
not bad.
great.
The fact that she's a Dendro reaction character alone, just by that alone, that just makes her good. But I think she'll be like low SS tier, and I'll tell you why. Because where is he? This man exists. I don't know. I don't know
My
where to put him.
boy!
I don't know where to put him. I don't know if I should put him in SSS.
I
Put him
think
up there.
put him either UZ or high triple S, honestly.
Oh God, dude, is he UZ?
Because he's so fucking good.
Bro, let me, like,
I'm
I
gonna put him.
feel-
Okay, I'm biased. We'll see how we get later on, but I'm just gonna put
Yeah,
him.
we
in,
can move him as we go.
I'm gonna put him as far as of right now. I'm gonna put him in UZ. I'm just gonna say this: the only people who I have ever seen defend Nilu Bloom as being good were either whales or they had never used Alhaitham Hyper Bloom.
Yeah.
Alhaitham Hyper Bloom is just ridiculously overpowered. I don't think even if you take away the Hyper Bloom, Alhaitham Aggravate is already really good. Like, I can beat the Jade Bloom Terror Shroom and floor 12 the Spiral Abyss with my underinvested underinvested Alhaitham in literally 40 seconds. And that's without the Hyper Blooms. And that's an enemy that has, like, what, 50% plus resistance to Dendro?
Probably.
And there really is the draw to a lot of these Dendro teams is that they're pretty fucking good with pretty little investment.
Yeah, and like I guess we can pretty much describe it like this: Alhaitham has the best Dendro team in the game, and Dendro is the most meta element in the game.
I think that's fair. It's
So I think he is
reaction-based element, and it's just
using.
fucking.
Also, Jim is
yes.
like our resident meta whore, and he's in the chat saying that he deserves UZ. So I'm more confident now. Now that
There you go.
Jim has said it.
Yeah, like another
The-
way to look at this compared to Nilu. Nilu requires very little investment, but there's not really many ways to actually upgrade her team unless you whale. Whereas Alhaitham, like
It's
it's
C0
mostly
or
just
C6 or
in-game.
nothing
Yeah.
when it comes to him.
Well, yeah, and also like he actually benefits from crit rolls, so just getting better artifacts can increase the team significantly as well.
Yeah, and I guess another reason why Nilu is so bad is because like Alhaitham, he gets those huge hits of damage instantly because he has Hyper Bloom. No, even though Nilu has like the Bloom reaction or Bloom ability where like it makes them explode earlier, there's still like a second on it before they blow up. So just that fact alone that she doesn't get it instantly, in my opinion, makes it worse. Also, I don't know if it's just because I don't have her signature weapon or I don't have C2 or whatever, but like she just feels bad. And I think it's just because she's Bloom, honestly. I think if she had the ability to have Hyper Bloom, she'd be a lot better just because of that time delay. And while we're talking about time delays,
I think it's also just her skill.
All
that
right,
feels bad to
all right.
use.
Probably the most controversial one. So
yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I genuinely believe that Eula is the worst limited time 5-star in the entire game.
I think that would be accurate.
yeah,
As someone who has had
High
her since the first
investment, she's
rerun
the
before
fucking
they...
coin flip.
Yeah.
I
I-
say
If
this
you
is
do not crit on a fucking ult, it's like, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself then.
reset the floor.
Yeah, and even
Yeah.
then her ult is not that strong. Like, don't get me wrong, it's okay. Like, but the fact that it's physical neuters it. And and physical is so bad. Physical is just worse Geo. Like, I see a lot of people saying that, oh, Ito exists, so by default she's not worse, but Geo has so much that physical doesn't have that's so much better. And the same thing that I said about Nilu, where like, oh, she's like very delayed on her big hits. Eula has that by 10. Her skill cooldown might be 20 seconds. It might as well be 30 seconds with how long
It's
it takes to
actually
go
22,
off.
I think, isn't it?
What'd you say, Bram? I didn't hear you.
It's either 20 or 22. I forget which one.
It's 20 because when it's 20 because Ye Miko came out and it was 22, and I remember complaining that like how the hell does Eula have this strong burst, and Ye Miko has the same thing and it takes more energy and has a longer cooldown and it does less damage.
Oh yeah, we also forgot to mention it has an 80 cost, and she's like the only character in the game that can't actually generate particles until her burst finishes.
Yeah.
So her ER requirements are pretty.
That's
pretty
not true.
fucking strong.
That's not true. She's not the only one. Zhao can't either.
Oh, I didn't. Well, I don't use Xiao, but it's not as much of a problem for him because his is only like 60, right?
Yeah, well, no, his burst is also 80, but it's not as much a problem for him because he can stack skill charges, and then he can do them all. He can do them all before and then all after, and he basically gets his burst back because it's like, I think it's like 4 times 5 particles, so you get 20 particles, so basically 60 energy. So
yeah,
and that's without
I'm saying,
additive
saying all
bonuses.
this about Eula, by the way, as someone who wailed to get her when her first rerun came out, and as someone who has her triple crowned, like I don't really feel that I only don't really feel compelled to use her very much in Abyss. Like, oh yeah, shields are also a thing. Like this Abyss has so many fucking shields, it basically locks her out of the second half. If there's a shield, she really can't do much.
Also, Zhao has a 70 cost, as my chat is telling me, so that just further pushes the narrative.
So I just have one question for you regarding Eula.
Yeah.
If she had a thing to deal with shields, would you rate her any higher?
No,
No.
I wouldn't. Even if she,
I feel like she could. though.
No,
Like,
no,
if
and
she
here's
was
why.
around
Even if
that.
she had a way to deal with shields, her main problem comes from her energy cost is too high. Her damage on her ult is basically a coin flip. If you don't hit that crit, reset the floor. If you don't hit that crit, reset the floor. The fact that she's physical also means she's really bad. I mean, it's like we said earlier, we live in an era where elemental reactions are the best by far. Like, elemental reactions got that big old buff before, that they made her a lot stronger. And now that she doesn't have that, like, she has nothing. Like, you're not going to do a fucking superconduct Eula team for elemental reaction. She has nothing. It's an unironic team for Eula that's actually competitive with her best team is Eula Hyperbloom, and the team performs better if she's just not on it. And I don't mean like, oh yeah, replace her with somebody else. I mean just take her off of it, and the team does more damage. She's so bad. And I mean, I guess we can use this to narrate into another one. Klee. I don't think Klee is that as bad as people say. Like I got Eula. I used Eula, and I understand why people think Eula is good, because I've used her in the overworld. But I thought Klee would be like... Klee was like 5 times better than I thought she was going to be. Klee is not that bad. Like, she's clunky and she's squishy, but she has reactions Eula doesn't. And she just does big burst damage. Like, and she gets buffed by Kazuha. It's just... She's just so... She has more going for her, I guess I should say.
Like whenever you see Klee doing big numbers, like, it's not artificial, because with Eula, like, yeah, you could always stack a bunch of shit for, like, a big number in the overworld, but, like, if you actually have a smart team with energy, like, you're not gonna see that shit in Abyss.
Yeah, so I think, and the whole chat is like saying thank you because I put Klee in S tier. Well, just so you know, gentlemen, that A tier is like I would bring them into Abyss and not be comfortable. S tier is like I would bring them in the Abyss, not be comfortable, but I could probably 36 star it. I think I have 36 starred Abyss with Klee teams before.
You have, yes.
So I think Klee's fine. Somebody in chat said I'm trying to be a good person. What are you doing?
I mean, my only takeaway from that, so you can thank this guy for convincing you to do a 1 pull on her.
Yeah, for real. A single pull. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't think... Klee is way better than I thought she's gonna be.
You're welcome.
However...
You also build her, too. Oh, yes! Now we're getting into the controversy.
Okay, continue. Preach, come on.
I think Yanfei is better than Klee.
I could probably see that.
I haven't played her myself, but I've heard that a lot.
Diluc is also better than Klee then in that case?
I think Diluc probably performs just under Klee, honestly.
Let's just put all, like, the mid-tier pyro DPS units here.
I think they're all around the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
it's not huge difference, but
if we're calculating like how much each character is worth into this, which we're not, but if we were, then Klee would be down here and Eula would be like right here, but we're not.
Yeah.
We're doing it just based off how they perform, and you can tell me if you think I'm wrong or not, but the way I see it is Klee does really good pyro damage and she's clunky. Yanfei does really good pyro damage and she's kind of hard to play, but she's way more comfortable than Klee, and Diluc does similar pyro damage, but he's super easy to play, and he's been in the game for a really long time, and he's easy to get. So
yeah, you're bound to have consolations for
fair.
Diluc.
And like, unlike Yanfei, who needs C6 to compete with these two, Diluc gets it at C0. So,
I mean, that's a fair take. I agree with that, honestly.
So that's my...
Yeah,
that's my big one.
I don't give a shit about any pyro DPS that's not Hutao, so...
Yeah. So I guess while we're going through pyro DPSs, we're gonna do another one.
Yeah.
No,
yes.
I will die. I will die on this hill.
She do be good.
I'm ready to die on this hill. I'm
She's
waiting.
Target, but like that's about it. I mean,
I'm
the burst
waiting
is
to
kinda
see the
shit.
chat's reaction.
I mean, the burst is shit, but she's single target. But my god, she does big PP damage.
I mean, is there anyone here that actually thinks that Yoimiya isn't better than the 3 characters down there?
I don't know. Probably the people that don't have her. Because I will say that, like, I did not have Yoimiya, and I thought she was going to be really bad, and then I got her, and she's like 10 times better than I thought she was going to be. Like, she's so good. Pretty much any boss enemy in the game that you don't like, or you don't like fighting, she will destroy them. Any annoying mechanic, flying mechanics trivialized, pretty much Rift Hound, Winnut, Thundering Manifestation, like, she just destroys them. She just spreads her cheeks and shits all over them. So, yeah, I mean, she's good. And she scales off crit, and she doesn't have to do reactions like everybody else, and she's super easy to play. Yeah, I think she's above the others.
Nice wording, dude.
I agree with that, honestly.
I mean, the only downside I can really see to her is that, well, along with ICDs making vapes inconsistent, is that you kind of have to You kind of have to, is that she can get staggered pretty easily, can't she?
Yeah, but that's why you bring in Zhongli shield.
Yeah. Isn't like one of her better teams like double pyro, double geo?
Yeah. Jim is in the chat. Or, for those of you who don't know, for those who don't have context, Jim is like our Discord server resident. Like, if you're in the Ask for Help section, he has like spreadsheets for every character. He is the epitome of like meta whore. He understands what's best on paper, and he has the skill to put it into practice. And Tartaglia is the best character in the game, in his opinion. And he just watched us put one of the worst characters in terms of meta above Tartaglia on my tier list.
Someone said plus that Yoimiya got indirectly buffed with people like Yunjin. We did a tier list before, like, well after Yunjin got put in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we'll put her in there. And we might as well round out the pyro DPSs with a really clean. Okay, we're moving on. And now,
yeah, sorry, Rafi.
There you go.
Yep.
I would say Hu Tao is probably triple S, not quite.
She's not
quite
UZ, no,
up.
not quite. But I think
I
think she's triple
I
S.
have Hu Tao C1, so I don't know how
Aren't we
reliably I can
missing
judge.
one pyro character?
We'll get back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want me to continue?
Yeah, go on, bro.
I was saying I've had Hu Tao at C1 practically ever since I got her, so I can't really reliably tell you how well she functions at C0. So that's why I think triple S is probably a good place for her.
Well, I have I have Hu Tao with C0, and I've used her to clear, up until this current Abyss, I've used her to clear every single Abyss, 36 stars, Hu Tao double Hydro every single time since version 2.4.
Oh yeah. Like, Hu Tao got a major fucking buff when they reworked the Hydro Resonance and when they introduced Yelan.
Yeah, just Yelan. Just Yelan made Hu Tao incredible.
Agreed.
Yeah, also I use Hu Tao and Abyss all the fucking time.
Ghosty has like nothing to say because we're at the point where like we're kind of still talking about Dendro. we're not really.
But I haven't been talking about Dendro for like 10 minutes.
Can I speak?
Go for it.
The thing about Hu Tao is, right, so I'm not that good at the game. When I had to play her C0, I had this weird situation where I had all this damage, but then I had no fucking stamina and I got slapped by one thing and died immediately. You need to run a shield with her. Like, the reason why I prefer Yoimiya over Hu Tao, because she's so easy to use. You can just easily just move away from the bullshit and just be vibing, man. Honestly, I cannot be bothered getting slapped all the time when I have like less than 1,000 HP.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. So that's why this. So I'm not sure if you know what this is, but that's a nice segue into another character.
Band-Aid, the best Band-Aid in the game.
Oh yeah, that guy.
The best shielder in the game. I'm only not putting him in. I'm only not putting him in UZ tier just because in a lot of teams he's not the best option in a lot of teams, but he's a very good comfort pick for almost every team.
Agreed.
So that's the only reason why we're not putting him in S tier. So that's why in UZ tier, that's why he's very good, and we'll put him above Hu Tao even. Like, he's very good, but in a lot of teams he is a DPS loss. But dude, it's very hard to beat like unkillable god with that also shreds res and petrifies. Like,
and that keeps you from getting ahead at all.
Yeah, it's very hard to beat that. And he's pure HP scaling, so you can just stack all those trash HP artifacts on him that have like crit rate and crit damage, you know the ones. And you can just stack those and be fine. And then throw Fav Lance on him and just be boom, done. Like, you win.
Yeah, like I just have like a bunch of HP and crit rate on my Zhongli just so we can be a battery and keep me from dying.
Exactly, so do I.
Yep, solid unit.
Yeah, I mean, not getting hit is always going to be relevant, so he's going to be relevant. And the fact that he's Geo also makes it so that he's not going to fuck with ICDs.
Yes, but Bahoyer, please, if you're watching this, for the love of God, I'm begging you, give us an HP meter for shields.
Like, why do the enemies
someday.
get them and we don't?
Dude, we need it so bad.
I guess my only other comment on Zhongli is I've heard he's really good, especially if you're a fucking mobile player.
Mobile Genshin gaming.
Mobile Genshin players scare me, like just the thought of them.
Is basically required unless you're quote unquote really good at dodging. Which, if you're good at dodging on mobile Genshin, just, what are you doing, man?
just play a different game, bro. Like play some Dark Souls. Like if you're a really good dodger, just play some Dark Souls. Like what are you doing?
I played Abyss once on mobile Genshin and it was fucking unplayable because the game was lagging, but the timer was still going down in real time.
Nice, nice.
Sounds like a bit of a skill issue, bro.
Oh my god. All right. God, who next? I guess we can. I guess we can go through that one pyro character Brim was probably referencing.
Let's just
Let's just get that one out of the
Wow,
way.
wow. So you put her a lot higher than I thought you would.
I mean, yeah, you did, but I don't really want to talk about her that much.
Yeah, but what about
She
her
is
sister?
a character of all time. Oh yeah, that's the next.
She's
character.
not
Yeah, her sister. Come on.
Look, let's put her on Amber level, huh?
Coping.
She could function in Virgin, kind
Now
of.
here's the
and
question:
he's not
the
too big.
ultimate question: is she better than Aloy?
Yes.
Yes.
Is she better than Amber?
Here, we'll solve this conundrum.
Well, no, because
You're all
LSD exists.
Hold on, we got this problem.
Aloy.
Oh my god.
All right, problem
Okay, that's
solved.
fair. That's fair.
The only place that people could really find for Dia was just in Ganyu reverse melt with burning, where you run her with Nahida and Bennett and Ganyu.
That sounds like coping, but like why did they ruin her so much, man?
I don't
fucking
know.
know.
So
She could have
Maybe-
been so cool, but
Maybe
So-
they got something planned for her in Fontaine. I don't know.
that's coping.
my dogs are going ape shit. I apologize if you hear them.
Your dogs don't agree with your take. You put a game
Yeah, they
in
don't.
their
That's
own
that's the
tier.
that's the Dea mains right now.
Yeah.
You can hear them barking.
This is me because I love everything about her except her kit.
Yeah, literally, I love her in every aspect. Her quest was fun, the character is great, the design's awesome. Literally everything about her in this game is great, except for gameplay. You know, the most important thing in a video game.
The problem with Dea is I know Ghosty. I know you don't know because you weren't around, but the problem with Dea is she's literally good for nothing. Like she's good at nothing. Like. And she's a 5-star. And she's a 5-star. So just the fact that she eats your pity is just she's good at nothing. And you got like Amber's only in C tier because A, you get her for free. B, she has niche uses. Like I cannot think of a single use for Dea.
Tanking in a game where you don't need to tank.
Yeah, like there was a game and she's like, "Oh, you can protect half your damage." This guy can protect all of your damage.
Yeah.
You know who else can protect all your damage and it's free?
Oh look, it's your girl.
Yeah, it's just... Oh man, they are...
It hurts even more because she was like the one Sumeru character I was the most excited for.
Yeah, and then she still sold well, so they fucking...
Yeah, they
I
got money
honestly
for
think
it.
it was the weapon banner, and also apparently in China, Sino's scene is pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sino is pretty good. It's just he's not Al-Hatham good, so...
Yeah,
The
exactly.
4 stars on the weapon banner were bad, but like Beacon's probably one of the best claymores, even though most claymore units aren't really worth much.
Yeah. A lot of people in chat seem to agree with me that that is a deserved spot for Dea.
Yeah, D for Dea.
D for Dea. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and let's tackle this these last two pyro characters in rapid succession.
Yeah,
Agreed.
probably.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. I mean, need we say more, honestly?
I mean, it's only appropriate to put Xiangling where Bennett is, because like the two
Yeah.
are such a monstrous fucking duo.
Yeah, like it's kind of. I guess we can also do this one while we're at it.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
Like-
oh, yeah, like I
This is the
unironically think that-
core. This is the core team of like overpoweredness. Like if you have just Bennett, Zhengling, and Jingshou on one team, you can put any other character in there and they will 36-star the Abyss because that team is just so good.
I can't think of an Abyss where I haven't used Xingqiu. Like I unironically, like I personally feel that he might actually be better than Bennett just because of how fucking good Hydro is. Like there's not a single Hydro reaction that's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they will, because Zhang Ling could just fucking carry the entire abyss.
Yeah. And Zhang Ling is good with, and it's like, there's no way that you run out of options because Zhang Ling is good with literally every polar.
Literally, yeah, Mihoyo really knew what they were doing when they released her. All
think it
roads
really-
lead to Zhangling.
I think it really says a lot that Xiangling isn't really running Dendro comps at all, and like she's still this high up on the tier list.
Yeah, she's just so good. Somebody said put Zhang Ling above Alhaitham. I'm not going to do that because in my opinion, Dendro is more meta than Pyra right now. That's the only reason, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but what about the burning comps or the virgin comps? So
Yeah, so I'm basically like UZ. This is like so splitting hairs at this point. Like if they're in UZ, just know that they're the best of the best, and like don't worry about the order. Like every other tier, the order matters. UZ it doesn't. If they're in UZ, just know that you're maining the right character if you play that one.
Hey.
Hey, if we're gonna put Xingqiu here, why don't we just put his hot aunt up there too?
Oh yeah, gender bent fucking Xingqiu.
Oh really? Triple S only?
Yep. And let me tell you why. The energy issues are too bad.
ER's shit.
I have my Gilon on LG for the end, 210% energy recharge, and I will get my burst back, and every 3 rotations I'll get it back twice. And it's not sustainable. It's not amazing. And the only other way I can get around that is by stacking more ER, but my substats are so good that there's no way I can do that. So
When I run my
and like
I don't really have
let's put it
energy.
like this: if I'm doing a team where I can only have one Hydra applicator, I'm picking Jingqiu over Yelan any day because Jingqiu is more consistent.
Agreed.
What if you just run Fav on her, then that fixes it, doesn't it?
I'd have to get rid of my LG for the end, and the elemental mastery and attack it gives is too good to give up.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I never really have energy problems when I run her with Aqua Simulacra and Xingqiu and Huta Double Hydro, but
Yeah,
yeah,
double
like-
hydro it's different with him. If you're
Yeah, and like
together.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, if Yelan and him are on the same team, then they're good. But I mean, that's a really
If
nothing
you
burger
just
of a
run
take.
her, it's yeah.
Yeah,
Like, if I'm
and
doing
like
Hyper Bloom, I'm gonna run Xingqiu with it because he can consistently get his hydro out.
yeah, that's the whole thing. Like he has more hydro application. He gets his energy back faster. I think Yelan. I think she is UZ material. Like she's gonna be the top of SSS even at the end of this tier list. Like. I would actually, you know what? This is so divisive. This is what I'm gonna do.
Oh god. UZ and not UZ.
yeah, I think that's fair. Like Xingqiu
Yelan's
versus
on her own tier. Hell yeah.
Xingqiu versus Yelan is just a contentious topic, and like
Because like
we're
okay, like here's
looking at
the
it-
thing. Like Yelan during her burst, she gives you damage percent. She has double damage that Xingqiu does, but she can't be buffed, so that's kind of the counterbalance. She can easily hit really hard, but the problem is her burst has to be active for most of this to happen, and she doesn't get her burst back consistently enough. She's still super good. If you have C1, she's better than Xingqiu. It's not even close. But if you don't, then rip Bozo.
I mean, it's a C2 that's the real kicker because it gives her like Hydra application.
That doesn't matter.
Xingqiu.
That doesn't matter. Hydro application's not. I mean, it's a big deal for like Pyro, but her best Pyro
Hu Tao.
team is Hu Tao double Hydro anyway, so it's not like you need more.
Well, yeah, but like you can't run Yelan solo Hydro with Hu Tao. And that's the thing that people got pissed about when they nerfed her Hydra application in the beta.
Yeah,
Oh, we got rid of the tier.
yeah. I'm just gonna.
He gave in, guys. He sold
I,
out.
I mean, at least we have her below Xingqiu.
I mean, I think honestly, one of the reasons why she's so good is she can have elegy, and she gives you damage percent while her burst is active, and her damage is really good on her own. It's just the burst cooldown. I mean, it's one of those things where like you could easily stack more HP and energy recharge and get rid of that problem, but God, it's so hard. It's so
feel like
and
you
like
have enough of
it pretty
those.
much it's only a problem if you're fighting bosses. If you're fighting normal enemies, it's not a problem. But I don't know.
I feel like if you have enough,
Just a reminder that UZ is not ranked at all, so they're all just good.
Yeah, UZ is like, if they're in UZ, they're just amazing. Also, somebody
Yeah,
in chat is throwing a temper tantrum that I put Toma in S tier.
Oh my God.
yeah, we said that he can technically clear Abyss. It's just like, do we want to clear Abyss
Do you
with him?
prefer
Virgin.
using him?
I can pretty much defend Toma with one word, virgin. And then we're moving on.
He's
All
there
right.
because no one else can do the role. Xiangling applies Pyro too fast.
All right, let's put another character up there. Shit.
Oh yeah, your favorite lore
yeah,
character in
I'd
the
agree with
story.
that.
I think Raiden National is one of the best teams in the game for free to play. But the only reason why I'm putting in Raiden and SSS and not UZ is because you need to have so much investment in her for her to actually be decent at C0. Her damage is terrible unless you have C2. It's so bad. You're pretty much only running her to be a battery, but you can completely get rid of Raiden and have, I don't know, literally any other Electro character. You'd have Kaching if you just gave Fav to one of your characters on the team, and that just gets rid of her need. So.
Yeah, like Raiden's really good, but like when I really think about it, I only really use her with my Eula Super Conduct team, which I don't even use that much anyway, and Raiden National, but I haven't had to use that in so long.
Yeah. Raiden National is a really good team. Like it's incredibly good.
Oh, it's amazing.
But I don't think it's Bennett. Let's face it, in Raiden National it's Bennett, Jingshou, jungling, carrying, not Raiden. Like Raiden's just there to get their energy back.
I mean, National was still good before Raiden Shogun came into the picture. It's just that she's the best option over anyone else.
Yeah, I think Raiden is like, this is another one like Elan where I kind of want to put her in UZ, but should we just put another tier in between them? Because this is like,
I mean, to be fair, there is no battery like Raiden Shogun in the game.
Yeah.
There is none. There is literally
yeah, there is. It's called Favonius. Yeah, there is. It's called Favonius Codex.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Here's the thing.
Time.
Raiden's whole burst duration, it's only 6 seconds, and I don't remember the exact percentage of energy it gives you per hit, but it's not that big. Raiden's whole burst duration, you can pretty much get that in energy with one Favonius weapon if you just replace her with the Favonius weapon.
Raiden's also not really ran in Dendro teams very much. The only one that I can think of where she's actually ran is in Nahida Hyper Bloom, but you might as well just run Kuki Shinobu if you want to run the fucking double Hydro Goons up in
Oh yeah, going off
Juki?
of that.
Wait, what were you gonna say, Ghosty?
That's it.
Yeah, I knew where he was going with that. Kuki Shinobu is like the biggest glow up in all of Genshin history. She is probably one of the best Electro characters in the game right now.
They clearly designed her for Dendro in mind when she first came out.
Yeah, dude. Kuki is so good now. Like, I see people complaining they don't have Kuki, because I think if you don't have Kuki, a lot of Dendro teams that require Hyper Bloom just do not work. She is so good. Nobody can apply. She's like healing. She does decent damage because she has so much elemental mastery. Reactions, proccing, it's super easy. It's comfortable to play. Like, she's so good.
She's Electro application and healing rolled up into one unit, and with Hyper Bloom and Aggravate being so strong now, like that's a very valuable thing to have.
Yeah, and she's like if another character comes out that does her job, I'm gonna put her above Raiden. I know a lot of people are gonna be mad about that, but I'm putting her above Raiden.
I use her more than Raiden.
I use her way more than Raiden. She pretty much hasn't left my teams.
She's also much lower investment too.
Yeah.
That's a 4-star.
Yeah, like, well, not only that, but like Raiden needs energy recharge, crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent. Kuki just needs elemental mastery, and that's it. She's good to go.
A little bit of HP, but like, not really.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people all the time, like, one of the dumbest things I hear is people like, oh, dude, build EM Raiden. Hi. It's like, why would you tear apart one of the best characters in the game to make her fit, bottleneck her into a role, unless you just don't have Kuki. But Kuki's just so good. Like, what is Kuki's Abyss usage rates now?
I don't know.
Probably up there.
It's probably
if it's Dendro related.
Oh my god, dude, the chat agrees with me. Pretty much everybody in chat's like, yeah, she's good.
Yeah, very good.
The only downside to Kuki Shinobu is that because she sacrifices her HP, you do run the risk of dying. But like, she's not on field for very long.
She's literally on field for she's on the field for 3 seconds every minute. Like it's not gonna. She's not gonna be on the field for that long. And I would argue that
also another thing is that she's not burst reliant, so you don't have to worry about energy for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you just pop her skill, and then if you ever C2, she has 100% uptime, so you just always have her skill up.
I just use the burst for the invincibility frame so that she can heal herself up a little bit before.
Oh my god, dude. The whole chat is like, yeah, dude, Kuki, it's all Kuki over Raiden, Kuki had such a glow up. It's like, oh my god.
Well, yeah, because Kuki Shinobu got buffed by Dendro, and then Raiden did.
Also, somebody in chat said, "Remember when this guy made a video talking about how bad Electro was?"
Yeah, keyword was.
It was bad. I think it was one of the worst elements of the game. All right, let's do another one. Another Electro character that I think I got a huge glow up. I think Keqing is the best standard character by far now.
Do we want to put Yaimiko up there too, since they're pretty interchangeable?
We'll get to that one in a minute.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, Keqing's good now. Like really good with Dendro. Like, oh my god.
I pulled on a Hatham's Manor on my EU alt, and I got Keqing. And dude, I'm AR 50, and I'm hitting for 4K hyper blooms at AR 50. Or not AR 50, at like, I'm level 50, the enemies are level 40, and I'm hitting for 4K on hyper blooms just right out the gate. And I don't have any elemental mastery on her, like, and I know it'll get better as I level her up. So it's crazy how much of a glow up Electro got because of Dendro.
Yeah, like she's just her aggravate teams are just really fun to play because her stuff's just up really fast and you just keep going over and over and over again.
Yep.
It just feels good.
I mean, I don't think there's really anything else we can add to that one. People are saying better than Tighnari. Yeah, better than Tighnari. Because the fact that she's Electro means you can do Hyper Bloom and Aggravate, while Tighnari can only do Aggravate. And in my opinion, Hyper Bloom is the best reaction in the game right now. Can we all agree on that? What do y'all think the best? Actually, you know, fuck it. Let's do a little fun poll on YouTube. Gentlemen, what do you think? Oh shit! Hold on. How do I do a poll?
Do a poll on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. See, I'm a little bit not intelligent.
I'll be honest. I'm a little.
Play the clip. Somebody has a clip.
Really can't say that word anymore.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. People in the chat, my comrades, my people watching the video or live stream. Shit. Who do you think's better? Who do you think's better? If you think it's Tighnari, say Tighnari. If you think it's Keqing, say Keqing. And while you do that, we're gonna keep going through the list. All right. I guess we can. While we're talking about Dendro, let's do Kolai. I think she's like S tier.
Yeah.
And I think
the Dendro Amber, if you will.
Yeah. Tighnari, I guess we can do that too. I think he's. That's who the fuck are you? You're not Tighnari.
That's.
Oh,
one of the new Fontaine people.
That's the new Shatter DPS in Fontaine.
Oh, that's disgusting. By the way, whole chat is just spamming Keqing and Tighnari. I've seen like one Keqing for one Tighnari for every 5 Keqing. So I think
Let's go.
Let's go. So I'm putting Tighnari in S tier above Diluc, but below. What's her fuck? Should I even explain this? I think we all know why. Just because no Hyper Bloom. No Hyper Bloom?
Yeah. Hyper Bloomless.
Hyper Bloomless?
Yeah, I mean, I never built Kole when she first came out because I knew that the Archon was just going to be busted, so...
I did.
I built Kolai retroactively because I was farming for the Dendro Archon. I just got a shit ton of Dendro pieces, so I just slapped them on her. So now she has like 67 crit rate and like 140 crit damage with an energy recharge weapon, so we're doing pretty good. Somebody said Kolai needs to go in SSS tier. I think whoever typed that needs to take their meds because they clearly haven't been. All right, what about Dendro MC? What do we think about Dendro MC?
Now, I was gonna say, how do you want to do MC? Like just universally or just as a Dendro element?
Thank you. Hold on, somebody just gave me money.
Oh shit!
Thank you, Leems Lodi for the money. They super chat said, just join the stream as I'll hate them simping session over already. Hashtag feels bad, man. Yeah, we simped about I'll hate them for quite a while. Sorry, I just had to acknowledge the fact somebody gave me money.
But money.
Money.
Now you got a plan.
All right, back to Dendro Traveler. What do y'all think Dendro Traveler is? I'm going with like, I think S. I think like S above
Kale.
Yeah, above Kole, obviously. I'm thinking like, well, obviously we're doing Traveler. We're doing the best Traveler. I'm thinking we're gonna do like Dendro Traveler. I think we can all agree that's the best one.
I mean, that's the newest one.
Yeah.
With those ones, yeah. Like, a lot of the Dendro units are just going to fall in between S and SS tier because they're kind of the same.
People in chat are saying SS tier. What?
I mean, if you don't have other Dendro units, he suffices, if you will. But
I guess.
if you do, then there's no point.
I mean, does anyone actually use him now that we have more Dendro characters?
Some people do.
They said above.
It's
they
mostly
say
if you don't have
Somebody said above Kolai but below Tainari. I can get behind that. I think Dendro Traveler is better than the Pyro DPSs. I'm just gonna say it. Just for what they enable. Y'all want to contest me on that? Because y'all went silent.
Wow, you put the sister ahead of the brother.
My bad. We all know. We all know. We all. Never. I'm not gonna make that joke.
There we go. That's a more accurate.
All right,
Andrew Tate moment.
Question: Do we actually give a fuck about any traveler that's not the Dendro Traveler?
No.
I like Deer Traveler, but other than that, no.
Yeah. But Edmo Traveler. So.
But Emo Traveler.
Speaking of fucking anime, I think what's his name? The trap has fallen off real fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
I disagree. I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree. I disagree. I know y'all. I know y'all think that. I guess we can talk about this. I think he's SS tier. Venti's weird. There's like 5 elites in the game who he's useless against, but if they are susceptible to Venti, you will just fucking destroy them. Like Venti's whole existence is he's a nuke that you're not allowed to use. So I guess I can put it like this. If you're allowed to use him, he trivializes the game. However, in the hardest content, most of the time, he's unusable.
I mean, I agree with that. Because
I
CC
guess,
super
but, like,
well these days.
I guess, but I kind of just use Kazuha for CC. Plus, because at least Kazuha's doing something when he's not actually CCing.
That's true. But Kazuha CC is also not that great. Especially the plunge down, because if you bring them all together and plunge back down, you just spread them apart again. So
Not necessarily. They
not
usually
too
get
much.
together. Yeah, usually.
I mostly think when I think of Kazuha, I haven't used him in Abyssal recently just because Dendro is so OP. But yeah, fuck, we're just talking about Kazuha. Might as well. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna disagree.
Yeah,
with
my
that.
boy's up there. He's definitely up there.
I'm putting him above Raiden, but below
Yeah.
Kuki. Actually,
Is he UZ?
For anything other than
I don't think he is. Is he?
I think
That's a hard one. We'll have to come back to that one.
For
Back to
anything other
Vinci.
than Dendro, he's like the easiest swirl, and I guess a bit of CC at the same time as well. You just do it anytime. It's like
We'll have to get
think,
we'll have
honestly-
to get back to Kazuha because I have a feeling we're gonna argue.
That's going to be our biggest debate,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
Hey, so let's do a better one. Let's do your boy Zhao.
We'll get to
oh
that.
god.
I'm
Wait,
putting
wait,
I'm
wait,
putting
wait,
Venti
wait,
I'm
wait,
putting
wait,
Venti
wait,
I'm putting
wait,
Venti top, I'm putting him above Kaching, and I'll tell you why. I'm putting him top of SS tier, and the reason why I'm putting him in there is because if Venti is usable, he will make everything so easy. Like you can literally close your eyes and beat the Abyss. However,
Yeah,
if you
but,
are
like,
fighting a boss, he might as well not even be there. Also,
but how
Viridescent
often
Shred.
does
Viridescent Shred
that
is
need
still overpowered just by itself, and the fact he has that just makes him at least SS tier. Let's be
So does
honest.
Kazuha.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Well, I mean, Kazuha has that too.
Yeah,
he's also Animo, which is a
we'll
hell
get
of
to
a element by
Kazuha.
itself.
We'll get to Kazuha because I have a feeling we're gonna fight about him. So next, Zhao.
Okay, wait, I want to say one more thing about
Yep,
Venti.
your boy under. Yeah.
Okay, fine,
I
Bram.
think
Go,
he's a
go,
bit-
Bram.
he's-
Yeah, there are plenty of floors where Venti can be used, but like he often gets fucked over because they really like to alternate multi-target and single-target in Abyss these days. So like he just kind of feels crap to use once you get to the floor with just a single enemy or a boss.
Hmm.
And like,
Also-
sure, like he's good in this first chamber of this current Abyss, but like I just use Kazuha with Ganyu Freeze and it's just as effective with crowd control. There's only like 3 targets.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, I bring Venti. The reason why I still like Venti is because I bring him in the floor. I bring him to best floor 9, 10, and 11 when I don't feel like playing the game and just beating it in 10 seconds. So, but I definitely don't think he's that bad where he should be S tier down with like D-Luke and Klee. Like he's not that. He's not Klee bad.
Good.
He's not
I
Tainori
would-
bad.
I would say he's still worth pulling to some extent.
Yeah. All right. Zhao. Zhao, my main. He's the reason why my channel got big to begin with. But boys, I'm gonna have to be honest with you.
Really?
Damn!
Really?
That's
He's-
lower than I thought.
This is the biggest plot twist I have seen this
Woo!
year. Okay,
There you go,
alright,
problem
that makes
solved.
more
the
sense.
biggest top 10 anime
I mean-
betrayals.
The thing is, he's
Okay.
very easy and fun to use.
Yeah, and he does a lot of damage, and he's AoE, and like in the modern abysses. Actually, yeah, I'll raise him just because the modern abyss has a lot of multi-target now. But for the longest time, it was all like bosses. And if you were fighting a boss as Zhao, you might as well not even have Zhao. Like, I can hit 70k Zhao plunges, but like, I could do more damage with anything single target, but I guess thinking about it now, he's definitely not. I think he's like top of S tier, but like,
Yeah, he got
He's-
buffed with Farazan.
Farzan! I forgot about her.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't have C6
The main thing
Farzan.
is
Whoops.
he better than Ito though?
We will
That's
get
a
to that.
Yeah,
One at a
that's the main-
time. A
Because
lot of
like
characters.
same thing, but you know, different.
I
Yeah,
think he's
that's-
top of S tier. I think you could 36-star Abyss with him. Also, I forgot that Farzan came out. He's not... Oh god, where do I put him?
I'd say,
Hollow
honestly,
Knight.
high S,
Hollow
double
Knight.
SS.
I think
Honestly.
like lowest of double S. He's
that's
not
fair.
Okay with that.
horrible. Like if I got Farzan C6, he'd be so much better. But I don't. So yeah. All right. That's pretty good. I guess we should also cover the buffers while we're here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make a blanket statement on all the buffers and just go
Yeah.
Goro there. Where's Farzan?
Right under Kazuo.
That's no. Mika's terrible with Yola. Put him lower.
All right. We'll go ahead and do a blanket statement on the buffers. We'll do Goro SS. Where's Farzan? Farzan SS, and we'll do where's.
I would put Farazan a bit lower on SS because she has a lot of infamous energy problems.
All right. Goro is definitely
Yeah.
the best buffer, so I think we can do Goro SS. And it's better than Animo, so it's gonna be better than Zhao. We have Farzan right below Zhao. Energy issues, but she's still a really good buffer. We're gonna do. Where is Kujo Sarah?
Redma?
Kujo Sara, we'll do her like right here. Like Kujo Sara really got fucked just because Bennett exists, and her single target Electro bonus damage buffing is not that great. I don't think there's any, especially because now Electro has Hyper Bloom and Aggravate. Like she's so useless now.
It's really hard to slot her in.
Yeah, and finally Mika, who I'll put in B tier because he is so fucking bad.
What do you mean finally? You forgot
Can
Shinra.
I?
No, I didn't. We'll get back to
Are you
that.
sure?
Well, we're talking about the 4 stars that have the fucking C6 crit damage one. Also, I want to roast the shit out of Mika.
Roast the shit out of Mika.
Okay.
Pop opera him. Tell him.
All right, yeah. So, like, I don't know how you design a physical buffer that doesn't even synergize well with the best physical DPS unit in the fucking game, and basically what is the only physical DPS unit really at this point. He has energy problems, and he's also a pole arm, so you don't have high AR with your fucking weapon. He can only really get max stacks on his buff with when there's multiple enemies around. And the thing with Eula is that you can cancel her burst by switching her out early, which isn't uncommon if you need to do something quick. If you drop Eula's burst and by canceling it, Mika's buff only applies to the active character, so it does not apply to the burst when it drops with those conditions. Also, he has an attack speed buff, but it doesn't matter with fucking Eula because she's a Claymore user and hit lag, so you only get like one more normal attack in.
Boys,
So yeah, just
I'm gonna be
terrible
honest with you.
buffer.
I just put Mika in B tier because he buffs physical. Physical can suck a fart on my asshole. So,
but that's why he should be lower than Eula.
yeah.
Also,
Oh hey,
this.
we have Flip in chat. What's up? What's up, Flip? I see you there. Flip is that guy I was telling you about that made a Genshin a video that was like a Genshin court thing on Valk and Walrus, and it was funny as shit. But anyway. Oh shit, Aloy, sorry, I took you out of your home. Let me put you back in there.
The disrespect.
Yeah, I think Goro is really good. Farazan, the only reason Farazan is better than Goro, I would say, because she buffs Scaramouche, and Scaramouche is better than Zhao and Ito. But I am keeping Farazan there because of her energy issues.
Right.
You
That's
really
why
need
she's
her
there.
to come
She
online.
is better than Goro, but the energy issues are so bad.
Hey, was this another tier list?
Yeah.
Wait, how the hell did you get in here?
Fucking
Is he
magic.
mod?
dipshit.
Oh yeah, I
Is
forgot.
he
Hey,
mod?
hey, Jenga.
Fucking magic.
We're making a
Fucker.
Prefontaine tier list because there's no new characters in this update.
Yeah, seems about right.
All right, somebody kick Jenga. Sorry, Jenga, we're working on something, bro.
Yeah, we're on a live stream, buddy.
See you soon, man.
Hey, nothing personal.
Nothing personal, kid.
The deed is done.
Also Goru functions. Also Goru's actually pretty good at C0, even if you don't.
Some
have
guy,
the
the flip said I'm going to court in the future. All right, buddy. Well, you DM me. You have my Discord. You can DM me, and I'll make a special guest star appearance in your Genshin court video.
So going into court
Take me to jail,
for his shit deal.
dude.
Okay.
I make some shit. I make some shit takes. I will admit. Dude, my Dendro take is so. My original Dendro take was so fucking bad.
Dude, no one knew how cracked it was gonna be.
I went,
it
dude.
was
I went back to that.
50-50.
I went back to that Dendro video and was just like, I think I pinned comment was like, yeah, this video ain't it cheap. Like this aged like milk. Like this video was so
I mean,
bad.
it did, but like it wasn't your fault. Like the only Dendro reaction that looked even interesting was Aggravate, and it ended up being Hyper Bloom that was the top dog.
Yeah. Also, the whole chat is like screaming that they want him to make a court video on me now.
I guess you have to get that
And
case
he's
file
telling
ready
them
there,
no.
so-
He's telling them no. This is great.
So we were talking about hyper carries and buffers, so should we move on to Shenhe or should we move on to Ito?
I think we should get to Ito. Yeah, we'll get to Ito. I think Ito is like SS tier. I don't think he's as good as like the other elemental. I think he's better. No, wait. No, he's worse.
It's a shame
He's
we
worse
don't
than
have an Ito
Kaching.
main in here.
He's
to
worse than
give his
Kaching.
opinion.
He's actually no. Ito is like SS tier, but he's better than Zhao, but worse than the like elemental reaction characters. Here's and
Alright,
also
but what
we'll
about
just do
are we
that too.
considering shields at all?
Okay. Here's the thing with Ito. My Ito is free to play, and I've 36 starred pretty much every single abyss up until this one with Ito. And like it's full free to play. I mean, I have C1, but even before I was doing it even before I had C1. And I have White Blind. I have 4-star weapons on all my characters. One of my characters has 4-star artifacts, and that's Goro. And I'm still 36 starring Abyss with Ito, and Ito is just so comfortable to play because he cannot. If you die with Ito, here's some advice: uninstall the game and go play Candy Crush on the phone because you
Hey, Soul.
clearly are not a man. Second
he heard
thing.
you talking about Ito.
Yo, Rixo's here.
Yeah,
man.
gallery
He's here.
full.
He's here.
Oh my God! Finally, Arixo. I talk about Ito, and that's where Arixo shows
Alright,
up.
well, should we pass the mic to Rixo about Ida?
All right, okay, Rixo, you tell them why Ito's so good.
Is he?
We're live, by the way.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
we're
live, so
live.
please don't say. I know you're super racist. Just don't say anything racist. Okay.
Based. Yeah, Ito, good, damage, decent. Like, if you die, uninstall the game, die.
Yeah.
You
Like,
heard it
literally
folks from
get-
the Ito main himself.
You heard it from the Ito man himself. I mean, Ito is super good.
Spoken like Ito as well.
Yeah. I think Ito's good just because he does good enough damage to beat the Abyss. He's very comfortable to play. His element is solitary so that you can make an Ito team and still have availability to go elsewhere. So, like, if I make a full Geo team, I can have everything available for the second floor. And that alone is very good. Exile Goro, yeah, Exile is what I have on my Goro. I think just that alone makes him good. And it's pretty much impossible to die with Ito. So,
Like, you deal more damage by making yourself harder to kill.
yeah. So, but do I
Yes,
think he's better than the elemental reaction characters? No. Also, now that I'm seeing, like, Venti at the top of this list... sorry, Venti.
Oh god.
Yeah. that sounds
Sorry,
about
Venti. I love you, bro, but... man.
Do we want to put discount Ito in S tier?
I was gonna say we should probably get Noel up in here.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should put discount Ito in here somewhere.
Top
I'm
right,
saying
top right.
Ito... I think Noel is better than Eula.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
probably.
honest.
Top
'Cause,
right,
like,
top right.
What you...
She's a
Because
healer,
physical...
a
Because
shielder.
Geo, we can all agree, Geo is just better physical, and she heals, so...
She's a healer, shielder, and damage dealer in one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially C6, she's literally jack of all trades character. Like, she carries you through the game if you have no one else to do it.
Exactly. Any comment on that, Arixo?
Why is Child in SS? Bring him up a tier. What?
We understand. Okay, so here's why. We understand that he's the best character, because like we made a lot of disclaimers, but like we understand that Tartaglia is technically the best driver in the game. However, he feels like shit to play. He requires a ton of investment to actually be good, and his cooldowns are dick. So we all agreed we put him in SS tier just because of that.
Yeah, he feels a bit of an outdated character.
Also,
honestly.
this tier list is just how the character, like what we think is the best character. It's not necessarily a meta.
Who is the? Yeah, this is not meta. This is like who we think the best characters are, not who is the best character in the game.
Yeah, and S is basically they can clear Abyss, but we probably wouldn't like to use
No,
them.
S. Oh yeah. S is we can clear Abyss, but we wouldn't necessarily like to. SS is they can clear the Abyss easily. SSS is like they're really strong, and UZ is like they're the best of the best.
Yeah.
So
Indeed.
there you go. And we fought over if Kuki was gonna be better than Raiden, if Raiden was gonna go in UZ, and if Yelan was gonna go in UZ. Like we almost gave Yelan and Raiden their own tier because it was so decisive.
D-Luke and Klee, I think, should be brought down.
I disagree.
Nah.
I disagree. I disagree because I think Klee, D-Luke, because Klee, these guys are gonna stick together pretty much the whole time. Because Klee, D-Luke, and Yoimiya and Yenfei have pretty similar damage, but they're not Eula bad because at least they can get reactions. So that's why I put them there.
Reactions themselves doesn't make them good because the damage is still shit.
I mean, yeah, but Eula's damage is still shit. What's your point? Dropping a 300k nuke once every 30 seconds mean you're only doing 100k every 10 seconds.
D-Luke and Signary on the same rank is weird because Signary's actually good.
Wait, put Tainari where?
Just bring him up a tier because he's actually good
In what teams?
with Yai.
I'm not putting him above Ito. I'll put him above Venti. I'll put him above Venti, but I every time I've ever used Tainari, he feels like shit.
Like I know
the
he
sheer fact that
functions,
he's
but I just don't hear
Dendro.
him talked about much.
He's Dendro. That's like the only thing that really carries him a whole lot.
But there's so many Dendro units at this point.
Yeah, we still have more Dendro units than Geo. Think about that.
Somebody in chat, a lot of people in chat are like, I don't know what the fuck UZ means. So basically, lore time. I was gonna do the Puni ranking scale, which is E, D, C, B, A, S, SS, SSS, Z, ZZ, CZZ, and UZ, but I ran out of colors, so I just stopped. I just stopped at UZ.
Like, what the fuck is UZ?
Because every time I make a Genshin tier list, I'm always like, bro, it feels like we never have enough tiers because there's so much in between. So this is
really
the compromise.
You
Also, we've been
are-
doing this for 2 hours, and we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit.
Are we really? Holy shit!
Okay, so
We only got through
the
like half the
time.
roster.
God.
so I guess the next character we could do is Albedo. Can you put him in fucking SS?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Libido.
I think he's
That's
above
definitely-
Venti. A lot of people undervalue. People are in the chat are like, "What the fuck is that power scaling, bro?" a lot of people say that Albedo is bad, but in my opinion, he's Fischl and him are pretty comparable. Actually, while we're talking about this, Fischl and him are pretty
only SS.
yeah, and I'll tell you why. Fischl and him are pretty comparable, but Albedo can drop 30k nukes every 2.5 seconds without any setup. Fischl can do pretty much the same thing, but she needs a little bit of setup. However, she's Electro, so that's why she's around the same in my opinion.
Are we counting Cinnabar Spindle?
Yes, we are. We are counting Cinnabar Spindle because it was a free weapon. So
Yeah, but the main issue with that is no one else can get it anymore.
that's some tough shit, brother. You better get in your time machine and go back. You don't
Well,
have
then,
to.
okay. How about this, right? Assuming new players who weren't there over a year ago when the thing actually ran,
Like
what
me.
are you on right now? S tier, A.
He would
Without it?
probably be, if we were not counting Cinnabar Spindle, he'd be the very top of S tier. So,
Okay.
because
okay,
the thing with Albedo is that what's his name is still Harbinger of Dawn is still good. Harbinger of Dawn on him is still really good because it's what? Because attack doesn't matter on him, and it's basically 30, 40 crit value for free just by having it. So,
I would, in that case, just put him in top of S tier, I guess, because it's not for everybody. It would
No.
be true for.
I'm not gonna do that. Because again, it was a free weapon.
Also, Albedo's like even more tanky than Ito, so yeah. If you die on Albedo, you like actually need to.
You need to go start playing some. You need to start playing Candy Crush. You need to start playing Candy Crush. Like
You put his fucking E down. That's it. You're gone.
I'm not changing. A lot of people in chat are saying that Fischl is better than Kuki. I disagree on that. But
she's not.
I mean, Fischl's good on aggravate, but
I know. Okay, like here's the thing about Fischl. Like I know that people. I did not think this would be the one that was controversial. I know that people think Fischl's really good, but me personally, Fischl's always felt like shit to me. Like she never feels that good for me.
you just drop a bird and leave.
Yeah, yeah, but like, especially now, like, why would I use Fischl now when this character exists?
Really? We're putting Miko in SSS?
Let's talk about that character.
Dude, yeah, and that's another one. Dude, this character, I dunked on this character for so long. I dunked on this character for weeks. And then Electro came out, and then Dendro came out, and she is so good. Like, okay, so for starters, let's go over the reasons why I think she's better than Fischl. She has Winsith, which is a 4-star weapon that gives you elemental mastery, elemental damage, and damage percent, or something. I don't know. What I do know, I don't know the exact specifics, but just that alone is really good because it gives her all those raw stats that she can get value off of. And if you're using her on an aggravate team, then she's going to be more valuable than Fischl because their damage is pretty similar. But if you're doing 1 buffed hit with aggravate on Fischl, that's going to do less damage than 3 buffed hits on Miko. And unlike Fischl, who needs to be built with energy recharge, Miko doesn't, because it's just her skill. And also Miko has that burst that just does a ridiculous amount of damage. While Fischl's burst is just basically a glorified bird applicator. And Fischl has cooldowns if you don't have her built-in energy recharge, which means you'd have to give up elemental mastery, crit damage, crit value. Miko doesn't. Miko, you can just build full damage and be fine. And elemental mastery. So that's why I think she's better than Fischl.
You don't need to build energy recharge on Fischl, do you?
Well, considering I never have her burst back, and if you don't have her burst back, then you don't have 100% uptime on her skill.
I've never had problems with her burst, I feel.
I always do. So that's why.
But like Miko and Fischl are usually ran together in aggravate teams because of her A4. So shouldn't we at least put her in the bottom of SSS?
Put who on the bottom of SSS?
Fischl is usually ran with Miko and aggravate because of the A4. So shouldn't we at least put her at the bottom of SSS?
Dude, the whole chat is getting mad at me right now.
The irony.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny because I made a video talking about why I think we're gonna move Fischl above Kaching, but I think that's a way better spot for Fischl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not conceding that Fischl's better than Miko. I still think Miko's better.
So you still think Miko is better than everyone in SS?
Do I think Miko's better than everybody in SS? Let me look. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Bro, fuck Ito, am I right?
Hey, yo, what?
Yep. Yeah, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. I know
Wait,
you.
why
I
is
know
Fischl there?
in SS.
Bro, Fischl is better than Raiden. What are you on about?
I
Fischl
don't
got, like one of the biggest buffs from Dendro.
I don't, dude. I use Fischl all the time, and she doesn't feel good to me. She feels like crap.
What weapon do you use?
Oh God, I don't know. I think I use her Aqua now. I used to have her on a Elegy, and then I got Yelan, so I took that shit off of her.
I'd be willing to concede with bottom of SSS or top of SS.
Ah man, fuck it, fine. I'll only concede because so many people are telling me I'm wrong, and actually no, my chat has like collectively been fucking wrong before many times. So actually no, I don't concede. I don't concede.
I mean, you say Miko's up there because she was buffed by Dendro, but I think Fischl was like the most like she got buffed the most by
Actually,
Dendro.
you know what? Actually, I will concede, and here's why. Fischl's a free 4-star, Miko's not.
Yeah. That's fair.
So I think here's my final reason. The fact that we the fact that we can compare. Okay, thank you to the person who just gave me money again. I'll read that in a second. So I'll switch them, and here's why. The fact that we can even have this argument about a free 4-star and a limited time 5-star means the free 4-star is better. So I will swap their places.
There we go.
All right.
Urxa's like, hell yeah.
Also, thank you. I'm gonna fuck this up. I know I am. Lamy Lado. Sorry.
Hey, what the fuck?
Lemmy just gave you the dough, bro.
Lamy Ladoi. Something. I don't know. I'm American. Official will see you in Flips, Court, and Fontaine. This is one of the takes of all time.
Hell yeah.
And Flip said balance has been restored.
Bro, I hate Yelan up there.
Yelan up there? Yeah, you know what's funny is we said I was on your side, but the whole chat and everybody in call was against me.
Bro, we were talking about this for like 5 minutes straight, and someone's about to make her own tier just for
Bro,
her.
Xingqiu is so much better than Yelan.
Yeah,
like,
he's above Yelan, alright? Look, they're both. Look,
also-
she's just a hotter version of the character.
They're not
right?
Also,
above each other on that part of the tier list.
Yeah,
So
they're
Trevor
not, but
mentioned that
they're
too.
not on this part of the tier list. Like, none of these characters are in order of like who's best to worst, but I think we can all agree that Xingqiu is more consistent than Yelan, but Yelan gives better buffs than Xingqiu, and that's the difference. So it's literally a like pick what you need situation with them, or use them both if you're Rutal double
Yeah.
hydro.
Yeah, or in Hyper Blue with Nahida.
You could put them on separate teams, but or you could put them on the same team.
Exactly. See, why would you argue and split hairs when you can put them on the same team? But I think this has been going on for too long. Let's do some rapid fire. Sayu, C tier. No,
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot she was.
Sayu,
a
I don't
character.
care. Yeah.
Bad.
I think she's better than Dea just because she has a use of getting around the map. Sayu,
Wait, while
D-
we're here,
What about B tier?
what about
No.
G?
She has VV.
no. Okay. Yao Yao SS tier or S
Yeah,
tier.
yeah, SS, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
SS.
Eugen,
Yeah, double S.
Eugen, I think S tier, and I do think she's very good, but the problem is so few characters get benefits from auto attacks, but she is very good. So S tier. Kaya, high, I'll put him below Eula, A tier. Just, if y'all disagree with me, stop me. We're gonna do some rapid fire until we get some
I think Kaya should be an S tier.
Kaya and S tier.
I'd,
Okay.
like
I'd say
mid-S tier.
I'd say bottom S tier, honestly.
I disagree. Place your point. Okay, let me ask you a question. You think Kaya is better than Eula?
I mean,
I
I mean,
mean-
he goes in more teams. It feels like Melt. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, more teams, and you could.
Let's let the
use it
chat
more
vote.
comfortably.
Let's let
You
the
could
chat
use it
vote,
more
'cause the chat is always
consistently in
right.
this.
Chat.
Chat is always right.
Chat. Who do you think should go? And where do you think Kaya should go? You think he should go above Eula or below Eula? If you think Kaya is better than Eula, say Kaya. If you think Eula is better than Kaya, say Eula.
This is coming for someone who does have Eula and plays the hell out of her, and
Yeah.
I think Kaya just overall has more uses.
Yeah,
The
he does have
entire
more
chat
versatility.
is in unanimous decision that Kaya is better than Eula.
Holy shit!
I have not
Really?
seen a single person say that Eula is better.
Holy
Not
shit.
one.
There's
There's the solitary. His name is Dragon. He is the only person that thinks Eula's better.
everyone point in.
All right, I concede. Okay, I concede. He's above Eula.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very low S tier. I think that's fair.
Very low S tier.
Yep. Yep. It's
All
still
right.
standard 4-star, but you know.
Barbara, I think A tier. Like she's good just because she's the only healer you'll have as a free to play for a while.
Yeah, like Tecton said, she's a ticking time bomb to becoming irrelevant.
Razor, I think he's worse than Eula, so we'll put him in B
I
tier.
agree.
I disagree because now you can at least play him in with actual like electro comms like a Hyper Bloom.
You can do full elemental mastery on Razor and get some fucking pothead results, some like pothead national, but I'm not gonna do that. He's still B tier.
Do
Dory,
you think Eula still beats Razor?
Dory C tier. Do I think Eula beats Razor? Yes. Dory C tier.
Dory D
Disappointment of a
tier, bro.
character.
Dory D tier.
Yeah, Dory.
She's a battery that needs a fucking battery.
She's
like,
a
that's
battery
just
that
so
needs a
terrible.
battery and a healer that doesn't do the job good.
There's one argument you can make with this. It's called
A lot of people in
Genshin.
chat are spamming Thundering Fury. Yes, I know about the Thundering Fury pothead national team. I understand that it's a thing. However, I know all you Zyok, or what is his name? What is that guy? What is Zyok's cuck? What's his name? What's his name?
Is it Jeff?
Yeah, it was Zajeff. I understand Zajeff preaches this team, but honestly, Zajeff preaches some dog shit, so I'm keeping him in B tier. I don't care. I don't care about your Thundering Fury Razor, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I will put him in A tier, but I will not put him any higher than
That's
that.
disgusting. That as long as it's below YOLO, it's fine.
Get your pothead national out of this fucking. All right.
I feel like Yul is like the border for like when a character just becomes irredeemable.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of irredeemable, let's go and put Chi-Chi in there.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi is great. I'll put her above Barbara and like above Eula, just because
my
she's a
hair.
healer. But like, bro, the whole
certainly
chat
heals
is
on
still.
I mean, she is the premier Eula battery.
The whole chat is still talking about that. And somebody said, "Let him cook," and somebody else immediately after said, "Take him away from the stove."
Fucking
Bro, he's using an air fryer. Do you not have one?
No, I can't wait for Zajeff to see this and be like, did he just call me Zyok's cuck? What the fuck?
Did he just say retarded?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, did you see that? Actually, no, we're not gonna start drama on stream. We'll tell you about it later.
pop off soul.
No, it's just, what's his name? Zajeff got mad at me. He was reacting to my video, and the hour and a half that he reacted to one of my videos, he got mad at me because I called the Thundering Manifestation. I said it runs around the room like it's autistic, and he got mad and said that was insensitive to autistic people, and as an autistic person, I think that take is fucking stupid.
I like Zajeff's reaction as a whole to your video, and I thought he made some good points, but it's like, come on, bro, this is nothing.
Yeah, bro, it's just like, he's just like, that's offensive to autistic people. It's just like, yeah, you're saying that to the autistic person that made the joke.
Bro, I'm an autistic person, and I approve.
Oh my god. It was funny though.
Oh god.
Oh man. But anyway,
Rapid fire.
we'll
Hey,
cut
Arixo's
that
here.
out. We'll cut that out of the final cut. When this goes up on
so
YouTube.
Arixo's here. Why don't you pull up his girl Ayaka?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that because I have a really long rant for Ayaka.
What are shit?
What are some
Oh,
other bad ones?
go.
I think Kave is pretty bad.
Budget
Okay.
Milu.
Question: Do we think Kave is the worst Dendro unit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he is. I think
Really?
what's her name is. Actually, no, he's the worst Dendro unit. A tier.
Yeah.
And the fact that
Yeah.
the worst Dendro unit is top of A tier says a lot. Like,
I mean, that's fair. I agree with that take.
the fact that the worst Dendro unit is A tier just speaks volumes to how good Dendro is.
Dendro is,
Bro, look
yeah.
at Pyro. Look at Cryo.
Man, they're struggling, bro.
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about this one. I think bottom of S tier for her.
I still don't know what she does.
So,
Shitty,
she's a
shielder.
Dendro shielder, and then she also has Dendro application. I guess she can drop cores. I don't think she's really bottom of S. I want to say that she's like top of S at worst because I have heard she fits nicely in quick swap aggravate teams with Miko and Kuching.
Somebody in chat said the best thing about Kave is his boyfriend, Base.
Wait, when the hell did we
Fucking
move Miko
start
to
that.
SS tier?
What'd you say?
When the hell did we move Miko to SS tier?
Man,
You
man
missed
was
that
not
conversation,
paying
Jesus
attention.
Christ.
I went through all 7 stages of grief before I made that decision. What are you doing?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we're moving on.
I knew we moved Fischl up. I just didn't know we moved Miko down.
Yeah. He made this argument earlier.
Rapid fire.
Somebody,
Rapid
no,
fire.
we're not doing rapid fire. Some guy just joined chat and said, "Where's Flickness Court when you need him?" in response to what I just said.
Bring him back to the court case.
I know, dude. Everybody's telling me I need to go to court. Look, Flip, I'm telling you, man. Just hop in my DMs. We can get a court. We can get a court set up.
So,
I would
I'll
like
be your attorney.
Your Honor,
Thank
I
you,
would
Dad.
like to sue this individual for making me play Tower of Fantasy.
Thank you,
Oh,
Dad.
God.
All right,
Gotcha, son.
who? Okay, I guess we can go through some dog ass. Let's go Ning Long, literally the worst Geo character probably.
No one gives a fuck.
I think B tier.
she is certainly a character of all time.
There's a couple on here that I'm like trying to avoid because I know we're gonna have some fun discussions about them.
Get Candace out of the way.
We're getting close.
Candace Dick,
Candace dick fit in your ass.
Candace unit not suck ass
In
for
your
once.
ass.
Candace, I think A tier, like below.
I mean, she's hot, so let's put her a little bit above.
Let's put her above Barbara.
higher
Just
version
the
of
only
that.
the only difference in usefulness between Barbara and Candace is you can look Candace up on world34.net and not be creepy.
Candace, Candace doesn't heal. Well.
Agreed.
Who else?
Chongyun. Get Chongyun out of the way.
Chongyun. Oh, Reese. I'm sorry. Like Reese, I love you. I love you, man.
Oh
but
yeah, her favorite fucking character in the whole goddamn game.
I think it's safe to say that nobody ever needs infusion. Like it's just there for you to fuck around with.
No, Fusion's just there to fuck up the characters you do actually like.
Like Bennett C6.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Bennett C6. All right.
Wait, considering that, should we move Bennett down?
Should we move Bennett down? No.
No,
What?
I'm
No.
kidding.
Bennett, Bennett is
Yeah.
literally.
What the fuck?
Yeah, leave it.
I like how
God
violent.
damn it.
I like how violent Eric's reactions. What? No.
Erexo chose violence.
If he's getting this violent over Bennett, like holy shit, he's gonna just mauled with Ayaka. He's gonna go Super Saiyan.
Gene. Okay,
Uh,
Gene. I think Gene will be like above.
Where would Jean even go?
I don't even use her anymore. She was
Yeah,
my
I
first
used her
4-star.
early game, but now I don't.
Bottom of S,
Sunfire
maybe?
team is good. I'm putting her above Kaya. Sunfire team is good. She has a nuke heal, which is awesome. And also, if you're fighting Fatui enemies, you can kill them with fall damage in like 10 seconds, so that's cool. But
I mean,
she's like nothing unique. But then again, neither is Kaya. But she's not better than Dendro, but she's not worse than Kaya. So I'll put her in S.
she definitely feels dated. Like
She does.
there are spots where Jean could flex, but it's like I'd rather use other characters.
Oh my god, people are saying she goes in D tier.
No, she's not.
No, she's
she
not
has a
that
fucking
bad.
team-wide heal.
Dude, you
can't
don't
put her
know.
in
She
D
is not
tier with
Daya
that.
bad. Also, Daya is literally the worst character in the game, so I'm just gonna go in.
Like you cannot seriously tell me that Jean is worse than all the characters below that.
Yeah, no shot, bro. People are saying Sunfire is mid. Your take is dog shit.
I should try
Sunfire, dude.
sometime.
Sunfire got me through that first cycle of this last abyss. I do not want to hear it.
I haven't tried Sunfire.
If
Maybe I
you
should
are
try
struggling on this current abyss, do Jean and Bennett on the same team and watch those shields melt. Like, it's so good. Who
Oh
else?
wait. Speaking of dog ass, Beidou.
Baidu.
Do-
That's a character that
Beidou.
everybody says is good, but I don't think she is.
Badoof.
Beto is good in one fucking team, but if you don't run that team, which happens a lot less now because Dendro is a thing, and Burgeon and Nilu Bloom are just easier to run for AoE, like, you just don't use Beto.
I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Beto's
fair.
I think
Beto's
that's
like-
I think that's fair. I don't think anybody's gonna argue with
Yeah.
that.
No, I don't argue with that.
like Beto's burst is good, but like she's just very energy hungry, and like you only really need her, and she's only really a standout in the Taser team.
I'm gonna put her. Okay, dude.
I'd
Like
say
to be
no.
fair, she's only good on one team, but that one team, like, she's not SS tier. She's definitely not top of S tier. She's definitely not beating Dendro, but she's better than Jean. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. I agree with that.
yeah, so we'll put her.
Yeah, if
She's
you-
above
if you,
Jean.
If you run Taser, she slaps.
Yeah, if you run Taser, she's amazing. But the problem is she's only good at Taser. Also, she has a burst she can use once a year. So
You also always have to run Fischl with her because you are not getting that shit without Fischl.
yeah.
Bro, why is Electro Kazuha still in the fucking tier
don't
list?
know.
I have
I don't know
no
why they
idea.
don't-
Okay,
Oh.
Kazuha is so good they had to put him here twice.
All right.
Speaking of which, we haven't ranked that motherfucker
Yeah, I know. We're
yet.
not going
We're
to
getting
yet
there.
because
We're getting
okay.
to controversial
Diona.
ones.
Okay, we're gonna do some rapid fires. Diona, top of S tier.
S tier, yeah.
I would say. I would say.
Actually,
bottom
no,
of
no,
S
no. She's
tier.
above Baidu, but no, actually, no. She's below Baidu. She's below Jean.
Yeah, there we go.
Look. I know cryo teams aren't that popular, but she's at least still like a really solid cryo unit. I would at least say she's at bottom of
The
that
problem is
list.
Cryo really sucks, but it sucks now. I think Cryo is probably one of the worst, if not the worst elements right now. But it still has Morgana, so that's literally the only. It's the same thing as Baidu. Like she's good in one team, but that one team is so much worse.
Bro, why did they give her a fucking?
I'm putting
buff on
her
C6?
above Sara, but below.
Yeah.
I think that's better.
I'll
I
never
agree
understand.
with that.
Mona.
Dude, I'll never
Mona
understand
is
why
one of
she-
those characters that you think is really good, and then you get her and you realize she's a DPS loss on most teams. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put her. I'm gonna put her below. I'm gonna put her in SS just because she enables nukes, but I'm gonna put her below Yao Yao.
I
Yeah,
agree with
Mona
that.
has definitely shown her age,
Hey.
and like as we've gotten more Hydra units and Dendra's become a thing, she's been less and less relevant.
Yeah.
Wait, Mona that high?
God, I thought you would put her lower. Somebody else has donated
No,
money.
I'm the fucking Mona guy, but still, like. No,
All right, well, hold
not
on.
that high.
Somebody
I have no
donated
idea.
money, so that's more important than your Mona knowledge. So
Holy
let me
Oh
read
shit.
it.
shit! What?
Monday.
Let me read this real quick.
Aloy
Somebody said, Soul, you don't understand. C6 Aloy is the best cryo DPS in the game with Candace Hydro Infusion. Oh yeah, I'm sure they are, bro. I'm sure they are.
I mean, if you're doing the one-shot things and like you know, one-shot things can still be pretty strong. I think it's safe. I think it's fair to put Mona at SS because like she's not complete dog ass.
Here's the thing though. Do we think Mona is more valuable? Actually, I'm moving Yunjin below Dendro because I think Dendro is better than her auto attack buff. Do we think that Mona has more value than the lowest value of Dendro characters?
Well, I
that's
think
a-
she has more.
I
value-
don't think she does. I think
That's a good
she's.
point.
I think she's better.
Nowadays, I don't think so.
I think she's better than Yujin just because she buffs everything, and she has a place in Taser. But I don't think she's better than the Dendro characters. I don't think she
Wait,
is.
Mona has a place in Taser.
She can. I mean, it's gonna be. It's like crackhead Taser, but it's possible.
I think that's a safe rating for Mona because like Dendro and how many and like we only had she was like one of only 3 Hydra units at the start of the game, so her value has definitely gone down since then.
Yeah, and this is, by the way, this is the part of the tier list like where every character left, at least until for a little bit, is like the ones that I don't really have them personal investment in, so it's a lot harder to rank them.
Oh, Lisa's
but
another
to
one
be
we can get
fair,
out of the way.
to be fair, you have almost every character in the game as of
I
right now.
do have every character in the game. We don't count Dea. Alright, Haizo, I'm putting him... He's basically... I guess Haizo and Sucrose both. We can...
Yeah.
they're
Sucrose that
like
low?
they're the OG drivers for National, and they work on Taser. So we'll just put them below... yeah, I think that's good, because Haizo is about as good as Sucrose is. So we'll just...
Sucrose
I agree
should
with
at least
that.
be an
As a
SS.
fellow Haizo main, I agree with that. But Sucrose is just a hair better. Just a hair,
Well,
honestly.
Actually,
Sucrose
no.
should be
I'm
a
putting
hero.
Sucrose in SS, and here's
Yeah,
why.
there we go.
Here's why. Elemental Mastery Transfer, C6, Elemental Damage buff. She has CC, she can shred res with Viridescent Venerer, and she is able to compete with Kazuha, unless you have Kazuha CT, in which case you just go fuck yourself.
I will say though, Sucrose's value I feel has gone down slightly because we have Nahida now and we have other ways to
To transfer
EM,
Elemental
so
Mastery.
She's kind of lost. You kind of don't need her as much anymore for EM, especially when you're just going to run Nahida anyway. So
I'm gonna
If you were-
Sucrose. I love Sucrose. Sucrose is my third favorite character in Genshin. I'm putting her above Venti because I would use Sucrose over Venti like
Yeah.
any day.
That's fair. That's
I
Not in freeze,
like
though.
Sucrose. Sucrose is my third favorite character in the game, and I will preach that she is. If you do not have Kazuha, it is not It's not $200 of difference to get Kazuha instead of Sucrose. Sucrose is still good. The problem is Kazuha exists, so if you have Kazuha, you basically have no reason to use Sucrose. And while Sucrose can outperform Kazuha, it's so much more work. So, do I think Sucrose is underrated? Yes, I think she's the most underrated 4-star in the game. But I understand why she's so underrated, just because Kazuha exists. And I guess while we're fucking doing this, let's go ahead and tackle this son of a bitch.
oh, the big boy. This is gonna be a hot.
Let me
take.
tell you
That's
why.
a tough one.
I'm not putting him in UZ, and here's why.
Oh fuck no.
Here's why. Dendro is so good. It is so good.
So,
However,
my-
Kazuha can only buff the 4 primary elements, and 2 of them are bad.
so my only take, if we're talking before Dendro, easy UZ.
easy UZ. If it was before
Now,
Dendro, easy
after
UZ.
Dendro, now I say I would argue the highest triple S tier, honest to God, because
Yeah.
if you're not using Dendro, he's still fucking amazing.
He's still amazing. Like I think people are gonna get mad at us because they're gonna see this list. If they're in SSS, they're 36 starring the Abyss easily. It's just I don't think he's so ever. The whole chat is spamming UZ. Oh no.
Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, fuck all you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely easy.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I also would say I would argue like top of the triple S tier.
God, the chat is.
Before Dendro. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hold on. We need to clarify something. The chat seems to think this is a democracy. All right, this is not. This is a dictatorship. This is my stream, and you are not gonna change. Or so quit spamming. You see, I see that shit. Y'all seem to think this is a democracy. This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship, and I am the dictator, and he's going in SSS tier, and I will not falter on that.
They are
like-
protesting, so.
Like, don't get me wrong, like Animo is still good, Vivi is still busted as fuck, Kazuha is still an amazing unit, but I feel like I feel like Animo's value kind of dropped when Dendro came out because like, well, if you're running like something like Alhaitham Hyper Bloom, like Animo doesn't really do anything with that other than
Here's
maybe
my take on
grouping.
Kazuha. I literally have not used him since Dendro came out.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I made the joke earlier this stream, but I'm gonna say it again. Literally, they had to make an entire other element just so all of us would stop playing Kaza.
Somebody in
Become
chat said Soul is
irrelevant in a
learning
way.
from Raiden.
I mean, I feel Kazuha's value still dropped significantly less than Sucrose's did when they made Dendro a thing.
Yeah.
He's still an amazing unit, though.
Like, he's amazing.
He's definitely up there.
Somebody in
just-
chat just said, "How is Alhaitham and UZ?" And I just want to reach my hand through the screen and strangle them.
The only people who don't think Alhaitham is UZ have never played him.
I was gonna
Exactly.
say the people who say that just don't have them.
Exactly. All right, I'm not faltering on that. I think he's top of SSS.
I
But
agree.
I will not
think
put him in UZ.
I think
Nah, bro.
after
Where do we put the second
Dendro, triple
Kazuha?
S.
Where do we put the second Kazuha?
Can we put him in UZ?
Sure, why not?
There,
Hell
everyone's happy.
yeah.
Now everyone is happy.
There you go. Now
Motherfucker
everybody's
Parried
happy.
a god.
Y'all have
Let's go.
crackhead Kazuha in UZ, and we have the actual Kazuha, the one that matters in SSS. So there
The
you go.
one that
Everybody
What
can be
a
happy.
brain dead.
What'd you
Seriously,
say?
like, whoever makes this tier list, just it's been there for over a year. Why can't you just remove it? It's like
Again.
probably a couple clicks.
Yeah.
Kazuha is such a good unit, they had to put him in twice.
Exactly. Kazuha is so good, it took Dendro coming out to make him not top tier anymore.
I mean, seriously,
bro.
it really did.
Yelan above Kazuha, something's wrong with that. Like, nah, bro.
No, Hydro is the best element. at
I
this point.
cannot stand Yelan up there. Like, fuck no.
No, dude. Hydro
Again,
is the
it's
best
not
element.
we're not. This isn't a meta list. This is just who we think the best characters are.
Yeah, I think a lot of you are forgetting this is not meta. Like, it's a tier list, but it's like who we think the best characters are, and y'all's opinion
Bro,
don't matter because
you
y'all ain't
actually-
we.
You like
Y'all
using
don't
Yelan.
That was mean.
Do we want to give Lisa?
Somebody in tier list said, "Bro, this is so biased." No shit, we said that at the beginning.
Do we want to put Lisa just low just to get her over with? No
Oh,
offense,
Lisa,
Gallery.
UZ tier, easy. That's a fucking easy one.
Oh yeah, Lisa. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that one out of the way. There you go.
Oh,
Bada
yeah.
bing. Nah, I'm just kidding. You thought, bitch.
If this were titty tier list, though,
No,
she wipes
no,
out.
she's at least C tier. There
Okay.
we go.
I'm
Actually, no,
gonna play Devil's Advocate.
Ooh.
Aggravate.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you why.
Literally.
Let me tell you why. Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, Defense Shred, Noblesse Oblige, nukes on her skill, and if you can manage the constellations, big if, I know. Her energy recharges, issues disappear. Dendro, Aggravate, Hyper Bloom, Defense Shred. Come on. Need I say more? I don't think
Like, she
she's
feels
that
like
bad.
shit to play, but I feel like all that makes up for it.
Yeah, she's shit to play,
Yeah.
but she's not. Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, she can just buff you so much. Like I hit a 460k on a Eula burst because of her. So I don't think she's that bad.
Speaking of thrilling tales, what do we think of the cock?
The cock, that's a rough one.
Ooh.
SS.
SS, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
top of S. I actually no, not top of SS because most under teams she's shit on unless it's Nailu.
Nilu.
Hey, where would you put her on her first run, Soul?
Her original run, she was awful. She was so
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I feel like the higher end of SS is fair.
I think I'll put her above. I'll put her above Ito and Goro and Zhao, but I will not put her above Nailu because I think literally the only team she's good on is Nailu. Also, like the more I look at this list, somebody said Soul is smoking right now. There's like people spamming in all caps. You did not just put Lisa below Klee. I did. I did. I did. What are you gonna do about it? Leave a dislike? What are you gonna do? Leave a dislike? Nobody will see it.
Remember, we're judging Lisa by like C2 at max.
As a fellow Klee and Lisa main, I actually agree with that placement. Not gonna cap.
Well, there you go. Eat shit.
There you go. All right, Ayato. Honestly, I feel like Ayato. I understand. I understand that Ayato is worse Tartaglia, but he just feels better to play. So I'm putting him.
He is so much easier to play, and it feels a lot more consistent because of it.
Yeah.
I view Ayato and Child like I do Ganyu and Ayaka. Whereas one's really fucking strong, but they're really only useful in one team, whereas the other is a lot more flexible and just feels better to use sometimes.
Yeah. Like, you need to understand that we all know that all of us here in this chat know that Tartaglia is the best driver in the game. And if we didn't know before the stream, we would have known after the stream.
Don't really fit in Dendro comps at all, but Ayato does.
Yeah, he's got a point.
You can run him off field or on field. He's just a pretty comfy unit to have. And
but do we think I'm putting Kaching below? I'm putting Kaching like I'm moving Kaching.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. You could argue for both, but I think that's fair.
Wait, Yoimiya above Kaching?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think so.
I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. Rift Hounds. Fuck those things. I can't stand Rift Hound Lord. And also Thundering Manifestation. C6 Kaching.
Do Layla?
Layla. Oh, man. Layla, my girl. I love you. But I just can't. Like, I'm sorry, Layla. Like, I love you so much, but you are so
That's
bad.
higher than I thought you were going to put her on. Definitely below
honestly, Reese, this is my way of coming to terms.
Hey.
Really? I don't know if she's that bad.
She's not good, though.
Yeah, you forget, there's this wonderful character. Her name's Diona.
Yeah, but does that mean that she's bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty rough, buddy.
I mean, I think she should at least be an A tier, but that's just me.
She's pretty rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
good, Scrub.
She's not.
Soul tried so hard to make her good, and
dude, I literally tried for like 2 weeks to make Layla good and failed. She was hitting for so little damage, and her shield was breaking in one hit. It was just like, okay. I literally got Shenhe to make her good, and even that didn't salvage her. And perfect segue, Shenhe.
very niche. But
very niche. But
I'd say somewhere in the middle of SS is fair.
hold on.
Yeah.
I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that of this set of characters, of like the Zhao and the Ida. Actually, looking at this again.
Yeah.
Animo fell off. I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm sorry. Like,
Yo, below Dendro, yeah.
they are like barely SS tier. Like, they are hanging on by a thread. And Venti.
Ooh.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's more
fuck
like
you.
it.
I'd say below Sucrose, but I don't know if he'd put him high S tier. I'd say like somewhere in double S.
Well, if you don't have, they like to alternate single target and multi-target a lot of this.
The person that gave me $20 just said, "What the fuck is this list, bro?" Right in
I'd say this is a pretty balanced list, to be honest.
I disagree. Yeah. There's a lot of.
No, it's shit.
I think the list is great. Like, what's the problem? Wait, Ghosty hasn't talked in a while. Ghosty, what do you think of this fucking?
I think he
list
fell
so far?
asleep.
The capture fell asleep.
I
There he is.
literally fucking passed out. I woke up 5 minutes before you mentioned my name.
Poor bastard.
Honestly, though, I do think Venti's situational enough that he could be at the top of S tier, but probably no lower.
I think he's like very bottom SS or
That's
top.
fine.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say bottom double S.
Yeah.
Like I said before, the problem is he's a nuke that you're almost never allowed to use when it actually matters.
Well, more
Nah,
more
but
like
floor
setups
9,
are
10,
new.
and 11 is so easy.
That's it's funny you say that. I said the exact same thing earlier.
Do we want to say anything about Shenhe and Ayaka?
Oh yeah, Ayaka's awesome. She's basically like, oh yeah, hold on. I guess this will help solidify my take here. Ganyu fell off so hard. Like, Ganyu fell off so hard. I don't even want to put her above Zhao and Ito. Actually, you know what? I'm putting her above Venti, but Like, there's no scenario, and I'll tell you why. Here's why. I think that Shenhua coming out made Ganyu irrelevant, because now there's almost no situation where you're going to want to use Ganyu over Ayaka, because Ayaka just uses Shenhua better. So, that's my take on that. Morgana is great and all, but Cryo in general kind of sucks now. I think Cryo is the worst element in the game now. And that's pretty much just it. Like, Morgana is a good team back in, version 1.0. But now that now that it's all elemental reaction based and we don't have that anymore, it just feels weak. Like, my Ganyu is very good, but when I use Morgana, it feels weak. But when I use, I've 36 starred Ayaka every floor of the Abyss with Ayaka Shenhua teams in 30 seconds. So, basically what I'm saying is there's no situation where I'm ever going to use, actually, I'll move Ganyu above Zhao, but not above Ito. There's no situation where I'll ever use Ganyu over Ayaka. So that's my reason.
I say this as someone that has a pretty well-built Ganyu freeze team. I think that's a pretty accurate placement. Well, I don't like Ayaka. Well, I don't even own Ayaka, so that tells you how much I like her. I do agree that Ayaka is slightly better just because she can fucking YOLO front load damage into something. I'm sorry. Flip made an amazing point, and then somebody else made a dog shit point, and I want to address both of them. Flip says that Morgana is pretty much just hilly troll farming content, and he's right. And then somebody else said, Ganyu didn't fall off, what are you on? Bro, you are literally, you need to go back to 2nd grade and get some education. And get some education, because the fact of the matter is, Ganyu used to be the best character in the game, and now she's not. And just by that alone, she fell off. That's what falling off means. I will say this, Ganyu freeze in the first half was one of my best ways of going about this hellhole of a fucking abyss. Just because she just, because of the multiple waves, she just makes the first chamber so fucking easy. Because her burst is still going off, and you can just group them enough, you can group up the enemies enough as Kazuha. Somebody said,
if you don't think Ganyu fell off, you need to get some education about this thing called gravity.
Got him.
Yeah, Ganyu fell off really hard. Like, I will never use... I lost 30 viewers the second I said Ganyu sucks. Ganyu, the only reason why people still think Ganyu's good is because she was like the OG OP character.
The Liyue Big 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
But y'all also need to remember that so was Zhao. Zhao is trash. So
I will say that Ganyu does fit on more teams, but Ayaka just does what she does so much better.
Yeah. Alright, Sino. I'm just gonna put him in there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sino's not bad. Sino's not as bad as people say, but there's no situation where I'll ever use him over Nailu or Alhaitham. So,
yeah. That's fair.
And he's dark skinned, so fuck him.
Aren't you also dark skin, Urso? Okay, for context, so that YouTube doesn't ban me later, Rixo is dark skinned too, and so is Ghosty. I'm not racist, I swear. YouTube, please.
We have the diversity.
Yo, okay, but I will say here, so I've been a good boy. I've not said the word, so give me the points.
Oh, shit.
Goodbye, Ghoster. Alright, we're gonna need to pick this up. We're gonna need to pick this up a little bit because we only got 20 minutes. This is my bedtime, so we gotta go.
We got 3 more characters.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
before people lynch me, I am brown. So yeah.
Wait. Before that racist, did we actually talk about Sino before that racist tangent?
There's pretty much he's good just because his main damage comes from Dendro, which is why he's in SS tier. But the problem is that there's no situation where you'll ever use him over Nailu or Alhaitham unless you A, like him more, or B, have bad taste.
Yeah, fair.
All right, Baiju. So,
yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna defend Baiju. I think he's like top SS tier, and I'll tell you why.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
that's
when Baiju
higher.
came out, I thought he was bad. I thought he was real bad. However, I realized his value. So, A, I don't have energy problems on him, and I don't have any energy built on him, which is not what I expected. But B, you're basically trading off like 10% or like 20% of the damage that Nahida does for survivability. And in this last Abyss, I needed that survivability. I needed that survivability bad. I don't think he's better than Miko. But I just think the fact that he's a Dendro applicator that can buff cores, which are the strongest part of Dendro, are the cores. and he can heal you and keep you safe, makes him good. Also, you can have four what's it called on him, 4-piece Deepwood on him and buff him more. And you don't need Nahida to battery him. If you have any other Dendro character, it works fine. So you can do him and Nahida, and have Nahida be the driver. You can do him and Alhaitham, and have Alhaitham be the driver. He'll still get his burst back every rotation, even with no energy recharge. And it took me having to use Nahida in the second half of Abyss to actually give him a chance in Abyss once he was built to understand that. I really like Alhaitham. I really like Baiju. Would I ever use him over Nahida? No. Is he SS S tier? No. But he is definitely not low SS tier. He's very good.
He also buffs quicken. He also buffs aggravate and spread reaction damage as well.
Yeah.
So you can slot him in pretty nicely in a quick swap aggravate team with Miko or Kuching.
Yeah. I think he's good, and I think I've made some shit takes on Baiju in the past. I'll admit I was wrong about them. I think Baiju is pretty good.
They're definitely good for the more casual players, if you will. If you can't like,
You're
kill
basically
everything super
what you're
fast.
doing when you play Baiju is you're trading off the raw damage and elemental mastery transfer Nahida gives you for survivability. And the trade-off isn't that big. Like it's a pretty sizable trade-off. Like it's like 20% damage trade-off of their personal damage, not the team damage. For the team damage, I think it's only like 7%. But you're trading that off for basically becoming immortal because you're gonna have you're gonna have two healers because you're gonna have Nahida, or you're gonna have Kuki and him. So I think it's worth it. I think he's good, and he buffs cores a lot. So basically that it doesn't fully make up for the damage you lose because Nahida does really strong damage herself, but it helps. So.
Also, some of his best weapons are not even 5 stars. Like, you can put Thrilling Tails on him, and you can also just run him on Prototype Amber, which you can craft in-game for free.
Exactly.
People are saying Kirara is better.
No,
No.
I don't
No.
agree with that.
No, but the fact that she's even comparable as a 4-star is...
But she's not comparable. Literally only 2 people said that.
My last.
No, I've heard that sentiment a lot.
I have too. Like,
well,
I have
that's
seen someone-
awesome. That's cool and all, but I'm not talking about everybody's sentiment. This is more of a personal, like, who we think is the best, not what people think the meta is.
I mean, I think Baizu's shit, so...
I disagree, and it's my list, so fuck you. Alright,
Would
next.
you say that-
Rosaria.
okay, would you say that Baiju is better than everyone below him, though, in SS?
Well, do you think
I
Kokomi's
think
better than
Dendro's
everybody
shit.
below? Okay, do you think Kokomi's better than everybody below her? No, she's not. She's a support. You can't judge supports on the same thing you judge DPSs on. That's just not how that works.
Would you say that Baiju's better than Kokomi?
Yes, I would.
Dendro. That's literally the only reason Dendro.
Yeah, I can literally make my argument with one word, Dendro, and just put him in SS tier.
My last comment on him before we move on: if you die with him on your team, skill issue.
Yeah, really, like he heals so much.
Honestly.
All right,
There's
so the
two
chat is
more.
really mad that I just said like it's my list. Fuck you. Like-
Oh shit.
It is your list.
All right, Rosaria. I think like
I'd say she's like
A
S
tier.
tier, like maybe mid S tier.
Yeah.
I mean, the Curry transfer is nice, but like Cryo is bad. She's
you need
she's
that?
only good on Eula's team, and Eula's trash.
I mean, reverse melt's a thing, and we have Kaya up in S.
Okay, fine.
like
That's
that's
good
worth
enough.
something.
I'll take that point. We'll put her in S.
Yeah.
Scaramouche. I'm gonna put him.
You said above Zhao earlier.
He's definitely going above Zhao at bare minimum, but I'm
he
gonna go a
above
step
Ganyu?
further and put him above. Where do I even put him?
Aren't the damage calculations, like, extremely, like, comparable between him and Zhao?
I was
Like,
gonna say,
they're
like,
very
isn't it
similar.
like that much different? Like,
Okay,
is
so yes, so here I'm putting him in SS tier, and let me explain why. Because this is probably going to be the one that takes the longest, which is why I saved him for last. I understand that in terms of damage, he's not great, and him and Zhao are pretty comparable. I know he's better than Zhao. People are saying UZ. No, y'all need to get the fuck out of here.
Someone
with
said
that.
Skara
I
is
w-
better than
no.
all. Someone said Skara is better than all mid-them.
cap.
Lamau.
Honestly,
No,
cap.
so Scaramouche is pretty much here because he does good damage. He's pretty much impossible to hit because he floats in the air, so his squishiness doesn't matter. He has access to the Winsith and a lot of the other really overpowered catalysts. He has access to C6 Varanzon, and honestly, the main reason why he's this high is his traversability in the overworld is insane.
Indeed. You
But I thought,
literally fly across the
I thought we
map.
were considering Overworld when we were talking about Eula earlier.
I mean,
Even if we
you
considered,
need them.
okay, here's the thing though about Yola. Even if we considered Overworld,
Yeah, but should we really consider? Have we really considered Overworld for anyone else before Scaramouche?
I think Scaramouche is an exception because his that's like the whole reason people play him.
Well, by that logic, what about Sayu? Shouldn't she go up?
That's why she's not in D tier, is because of that.
Yeah, literally.
I think I literally said when I put her in there, she's only not in D because of the role, but y'all were talking over me, so I don't know if it picked up well.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean,
That's the list.
That's the list.
I mean, you can honestly put
Like-
the Fontaine characters in Aloy sections. We have no idea when
Guys,
what it's gonna be like
boys,
when they come
girls,
out.
I'm gonna be honest. This list is shit. This list is
Yeah.
terrible.
I cannot
It is a
stand
list
Eula
of
up
all
there.
time.
Not
I've seen
Eula.
worse.
Yelan.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is a pretty shit list.
It's not as bad.
It's not as bad as I thought it
was.
was gonna be. But it's still pretty bad. And also, one thing I want to point out is this just goes to show how balanced Genshin is the fact that well over half the characters are in the you could 36-star abyss with them tier. I think that says a lot.
I agree.
And you'd want a 36-star with more of them than you wouldn't with the others.
Somebody said this is like a 6.5 out of 7 list.
I honestly don't feel the list is that bad. I feel like
It's really
pretty
not.
balanced.
I don't think it's that bad.
I
I think you can tell. If I show this list to somebody, you could tell that this is very much a personal list and not really a
Oh
meta
yeah,
list.
very opinion based.
If
But,
I have
mean,
to sit here, if I have to tell you that this is a list based off my personal experience and not meta, then you need to go somewhere else because you clearly are not intelligent enough to be watching my content.
I don't know if we said anything about Traveler besides from Dendro, but let's be honest, who actually gives a fuck about anything that's not Dendro Traveler?
Honestly, if they didn't have Dendro Traveler, they'd be in B tier or some shit like that. They would
oh,
not.
that'd be really low down there.
They would not be very high. So, boys, that is the list. If the video is well made, I will put it up as a video on YouTube later. Sol, what do you think of the 4.0 characters? We can't talk about that right now because this is going on YouTube later, and Mahoya will snipe me if I say anything. But that's the list. If you're watching now and you want to come call me a bitch in person after the fact, I will link my Discord. Just give me a second.
Yeah, we watch The Room every year, a hit movie by Tommy Wiseau.
God,
Oh,
shut
yeah.
the fuck up, please. Shut
It's
the fuck
such
up.
a great time, man. This casual conversation we're having, this is just a day-to-day occurrence with us in Discord, man.
Somebody in my chat's lying and saying, "Soul, you're funny."
Yeah, I'm funny, not you.
Yeah, fuck you, Soul.
All right, boys. There's the Discord server. Y'all can feel free to join that if you want. You can come call me a bitch in person. Other than that, gentlemen, somebody said Wander is not that high. Kill yourself. So anyway, boys,
Whoa.
that's the list. Somebody said make a Mr. Leech plushie. Yeah, sure. You want to pay for the marketing for that one? By all means.
Just,
That's the list. We're gonna cut this down. We're gonna edit it up. We're gonna make it a little YouTube video later on. You were first, so that's about it. Y'all like to say anything else? Y'all have 10 minutes to just yell at them.
Shit list.
Yeah, I agree. All right, what about you, Gallery?
It was certainly a list of all time. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be honest with you.
Honestly, I think it was kind of
Relatively
worse, but it is the list.
accurate. I mean, it's also Genshin Impact. Everyone's opinion is going to be so fucking, erratically different no matter how you slice it.
Look, as far as I see it, we set out to make a list, and damn it, we did make a list.
Yeah, we made a list of all time, let me tell you.
What about you, Bram? You got anything you want to add?
I think the list is alright. I think that anyone who...
Oh, you're thinking real hard about what you're about to say, Bram. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, what the?
He's trying to have a conclusion to his final statement.
My smoke alarm's going off because I need to change the battery. But, oh yeah, I will just say one thing. If you need instructions on how to get through the hotels, check out the enclosed instruction book.
No, my
Shut
God.
up. Get out of here. Flip
What?
said never let these fuckers into the kitchen ever again. Take him away from the stove. Okay, well, that's about it. I'm pretty much done here. Hopefully I don't alt tab and you'll see.
You know, I'm going to the kitchen right now just to spite you. There, I'm in the kitchen. Suck my dick.
It'd be funny if like the fire alarm went off.
Yeah. All right, boys. That's all right, boys. That's gonna be the stream for today.
All right, guys, it's gonna be the stream for today. We made $1 and lost 1 subscriber.